thing I've said in the past 20 seconds.
Yes, it is.
Close the door. All right, explain to me what you're trying to tell me.
The chief from the Dallas Fire Department is in our building.
Okay.
He is cutting a commercial for our golf tournament.
Why didn't you say all this in the beginning? All I know is you walk in and you go, Sheriff Hope's Flames Ladder. Is Satan here?
No, he's not.
And you get mad at me because I can't understand what you're trying to tell me. Chloe said that you approved this, and Chloe said he could come on in. And I'm going, who is it? You're going, I
thought you knew.
How could I know? You couldn't tell me. As far as I know, some sheriff that's on fire is here. Why is the fire department here? Are they here after us?
Now I can calm down. No, they are not. And I hope they don't see our office while they're
Why?
here.
What's wrong with it?
We got, never mind. Flammable liquids and fireworks stored next to each other.
All right, but they're not here for us.
No.
They're here for a reason.
Right.
All I know is I'm driving in. You're on your cell phone in the building. I can't hear you. Are you aware that...
Somebody put on...
I'm sorry, try it again. Are you aware that... So can they stay or not?
I'm sorry. Okay.
So now I'm driving in, and all I hear is fire, static, stay. So the chief of the fire department's here?
Correct. We have a hook and ladder open coming up. It's a golf thing, and they were up here.
Is it the chief of the city of Dallas?
The chief.
The big wig?
The big guy.
I mean, like not the division chief, the battalion chief.
Head of the fire department.
He's like the Tyrell Bolton.
He is the Tyrell Bolton.
Is he cute?
He's actually very cute.
Bring him in.
Okay. There we go.
Now, they weren't...
Somebody put them right outside the door, and I know you don't like that when you first get here. You would have had to address them.
Oh, they were standing right here?
With the sales guy.
Well, how did that happen?
I don't know who put them there. I don't know. But all I know is they were standing there with a sales guy. You would have launched.
What is it, Matt?
Man, dude, you know what? Maybe this fire chief, when he comes in here in just a few minutes, can teach you how to get your radio program on time.
Matt, my show starts at 3:15. I'm early.
No, it should start right at 3.
Matt, my show starts at 3. Matt, you slimy piece of... Do you understand me?
Now, you know what? Hey.
Thank you. You guys couldn't hear that in hall. Oh, jeez.
They could hear it.
The chief heard that.
Yeah.
We don't have any headphones.
I heard that.
I wasn't screaming at you. I was screaming at something else. You can go to this mic right here. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Seriously.
Oh, I'm really glad to meet you.
I'd heard from Fire Station 47, I think it is, around the corner.
Yes, sir.
That you were a listener.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
Well, I didn't believe that.
Yeah.
So, what's the thing coming up? Because seriously, I didn't know you guys were coming in. I don't know anything about this. It's the hook and ladder thing?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about it?
It's the golf tournament that we're doing for MDA.
Is this going to keep you off our ass with fireworks and stuff?
I've got nothing to do with that.
We even called Fire Station 47 yesterday. It's like, you guys kind of looked off to the west for a couple of minutes because we're going to be shooting some stuff off. Just kind of go inside, wear out those lazy boys.
A cup of coffee.
Yeah. Relax. Have some pie. All right, so hook and ladder open. How long have you been chief for the city of Dallas?
For city of Dallas, 3 years.
What'd you do before that?
I came from Miami. I was an assistant chief in Miami. I retired from there to get this. When I got this job, I retired from there and came here.
What made you want to come to Dallas?
Well, it's a great city, and it was just something that happened.
There's more money, wasn't it?
Well, I've been looking around. I was eligible to retire in Miami, and I'd go back and forth whether I really wanted to be a fire chief or if I wanted to teach all the time. And
what age can you retire being a firefighter?
Well, it depends on the pension system. In Miami, I was eligible to go, and I was 45.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't look like you're close to 50.
Yeah, I'm 40. I'll be 49 in November. So, yeah, it's creeping along, but it's
So it's the money here, right?
Well, don't
shake your head back and forth.
I didn't have a clue I didn't think I was ever going to get this job.
Why?
because I figured every big name chief in the whole country would want to come to Dallas. And my son actually saw an article or a...
I'll fall down over there because we ain't responsible for you. Who's the guy in the corner with you?
Oh, that's my PIO, Lieutenant Lavender.
Oh, Lieutenant Lavender? We meet you. Don't fall down over there because we ain't paying for nothing. And you know how slow the MICUs are.
Hey, they're rescues now. We don't call them MICUs.
Is it just fire rescue?
Yeah, we changed the name to fire rescue, and we changed the name of the MICUs, or ambulance. I hate that word, ambulance. I've changed them to rescues.
Well, nobody in Texas could say it.
Ambulance.
Yeah. Hang on a second. This guy fell off the roof over here. Can you send an ambulance?
Sorry, what?
Ambulance. There's boxes with lights.
Yeah, all right, we'll send one.
Yeah, on the way.
Doesn't the city of Dallas, don't they have like one of the quickest response times in the nation?
Oh yeah, we're usually running around 5-minute response time on our EMS units.
We get quicker than that over here.
Yeah, well,
you're close by.
They like us.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
They've been here before.
Yeah.
I'll bet they have.
Yeah, I know.
They don't even get out of their jammies to come over here anymore. They come over here and they still got their little booties on.
I think I remember something about a fire alarm, too.
X-Nay.
Oh. Great. The chief knows.
Yeah. Shushies.
I'm telling you, I listen.
So what do you think got you the job here?
I don't know. A miracle. I just threw my name in the hat and came in and told them what I thought, and I wasn't really trying real hard to impress anybody.
That's normally the way you get it.
Yeah.
Job schmob, give it to me or don't.
And a miracle happened. So I'm just tickled to be here. It's one of the best departments in the country, if not the best.
And
best people.
You guys don't have problems with rank and file like the police department, do you? Everybody likes you.
Well, and we've got.
And I might say you're much more attractive than Terrell Bolton. I think that's probably what it is when you say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Well,
I didn't realize police chiefs could be that attractive.
Firemen.
Yeah, it's
the fire chiefs. Yes.
And I've been called the police chief by many people. So, but these guys are just. And I say guys, we have men and women, but
how many women are on the fire department?
We've got about 100.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Seems like that's a job that a woman couldn't do. Because, from the physical aspect, because you can't cheat through that. You can't, when you got to do the hose run up and down stairs, you got to do it.
Well, you'd be surprised. There's plenty of ladies out there that can do the job.
Actual firefighters, not as
not as EMT. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I've
never seen a chick firefighter
either.
Well, I was a lieutenant in training back in 1979 in Miami when we hired our first female firefighter, and she was a nurse. And she wasn't really up to the task, but the ones after that, they've done a tremendous job.
Well, look at there, JD. There's some new role playing for you.
Stop it.
Why don't you tell
No, but I'm trying to guess.
Why don't you tell Chief here about some of your role playing that you do at home? Maybe he has some suggestions of the way that you guys play some of the stuff you do at the house.
I'm good to go, thank you. Not in front of the chief.
He's here. If anybody's going to know, it's going to be him.
Chief.
I've already heard.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I listened.
All right, this hook and ladder thing is... I don't understand what the foreman's... Oh, is this golf?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't play, but I'm going to go out there and ride a cart around and visit a little bit, if you know what I mean.
A little role playing?
Well,
they got bushes.
possibly.
All right, somebody... what is the scramble? Since you don't play golf, you're not going to know either, right?
What I think the scramble is...
Is he know?
I think he... Yeah.
I'm going to... Come on up here, Joel. Tell them what the scramble is, because I don't really want to sound stupid.
Yeah.
The easiest way to explain a golf scramble is all 4 people hit the ball off the tee. The best ball, that's the ball you play.
Okay, I've heard that before.
There again.
It seems like that would be easier. That would keep my interest more because does the game move quicker that way?
No.
It doesn't? No.
Well, you throw in the liquid refreshments and that changes things.
And a few pyrotechnics.
Well, not in the city of Dallas.
What?
Laying over here on the floor.
What's on the floor?
Hey, I'm talking about put it down.
Don't show it to him.
I'm sorry. Is that illegal?
Just looks like a stick to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. Sorry.
Why don't you try that with a cop next time? Say, cop fella. Look illegal.
Sorry.
Did you show him the stats we got in the office?
No.
You guys aren't going to do any inspections or anything?
Well, I'm not.
Good. Because there'd be a lot you'd have to overlook. The can of gas, the chainsaw, what's that new fuse, the Canon fuse stuff that we have? Yeah, none of that's in there.
Stored next to lighter fluid.
You didn't get this stuff out of your system when you were younger, huh?
I'm not really sure what it is. You probably should have shut off that space heater. All right, let's see what it says here. Hook and ladder open, 4-man scramble, all benefiting MDA. How did that get to become the firefighter thing? Because that's what you guys do every year with the boots and stuff.
We've been doing it forever.
What was that? So much, that's the thunder. So much for Soundproof Studios. Or it could be our office. It just went out. It could be collapsing. Yeah, that was our office. Don't worry about it. Yeah. If I can go take a look now. Let's see here. There's Highlands Golf Course at Tennyson in Dallas. I don't think I know where that is. I know the name Tennyson. I just can't visualize it.
It's pretty much just north of 30 off the Dolphin Road there.
Oh, over there by Debonair Danceland. Take my word for it.
I will.
It is. It's boot scooting place. My dad used to go there. Big into knife fights. Silent auction, prizes, and fun stuff happening at each hole. I'll let that one go. The entry fee is $75. It includes green fees, cart, goodie bag. 100% of all entry fees go back to muscular dystrophy.
You guys are doing this because you can't do the boot thing anymore.
That's
right?
correct.
Okay.
Isn't that the dumbest thing? Let me turn the mics off. I won't repeat anything that you say, and I swear to God they'll be off, because you know how big of a fire and police supporter I am. I'm just going to turn the mics off and ask you about Laura Miller. And you don't have to say anything else.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Wow.
He didn't say anything.
My eyes are watering. I thought he was mad at me. No. He said obviously it was one of those necessary evils that you had to do to get the homeless off the streets.
I mean,
it seems like there would be some type of, wow.
Waiver.
What a mouth. No, it just seems like there would be some type of, exception for police, fire, nonprofit organizations. But then again, these homeless people could say, you know what, I'm part of a church. Prove I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, and, we do have a homeless problem. I'd like to see that taken care of, because it does have an effect on our service.
Seems to me you could get like you do for a parade, just get a permit. Permit, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this may work out better, what we're doing.
Okay.
I'm hoping. I mean, we've been I guess the first year I came here, we beat the top collecting department, which historically has been Houston. We beat them. These guys are the best. I'm telling you, these firefighters here are the best. And
I've seen them stand out there hours and hours.
I'm going to tell you, I did it. I've done it since I've been here. Got out with the troops, and it's kind of an embarrassing thing. I mean,
why is that?
Well, just begging on the street. You know,
we know what you're doing.
People,
but it's dangerous.
It's funny because some people just ignore you like you're not there. And that's so then I have to get on my knees and beg, and it's just embarrassing. But we're willing to do it for those kids.
To see that.
I've done it.
Would you like some music?
No.
Don't.
I don't need that.
We got some cash.
Look here, Chief.
Hey, I heard you're going to earn some cash, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got so many different things going on.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Let me finish reading this so I don't forget. Where are you going from here? Somebody said you had another appointment.
I've got a board meeting for Red Cross. I'm on the board over there.
Let's see. For more information, log on to TennisonPark.com or Live1053.com. Click on the hook and ladder sign. Oh, I already saw that logo on there. I didn't know what it was. Okay. If you're ready to sign up now, have fun. Try to call the Tennyson Park Golf Course, 214-670-1402.
Yeah, we did a little promo or commercial or whatever you want.
So it's going to start airing here?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, excited about it.
You got that? Is that your copy, or can we keep that?
No, you can keep that.
All right, good enough. Line 8. All right, we'll take this. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, I had a question for the chief.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
I was wondering, I am in the process of trying to get on at the Dallas Fire Department, and have been waiting about a year and a half. Is there any way to speed up the process, or do they know when the next class is starting or anything?
Well, what we do is, we generally hire 2 classes a year, and it's and for some reason it's really it's a real long process wherever you go, but particularly in Dallas, we've got it. You're pretty much going to wait almost 2 years before you get into a class. It's
really
a long time. Yes.
So if you don't have a job already, you're going to have to go find one.
And that's the unfortunate part, is because people are ready to.
I never knew that.
To start, and when we finally get around to their name on the list for the next class, they've already got commitments, and and it hurts us.
How long does the training take?
Well, we've kind of changed the training. Originally, the training went for 15 months. We make all our firefighters paramedics, and
so for 15 months, are they in the firehouse at all in that 15 months?
Not like we used to do it. Now I've changed it a little bit, and I'm getting them out in the field as firefighter EMTs, but they're they're riding fire trucks and so forth, but what they're doing is going to paramedic school every 3rd day. Okay. And it's kind of saving us some money, and it's giving them more time, because we had a failure rate there that cost us a tremendous amount of money when you train an individual that has no experience to be a firefighter paramedic, and if they fail, you've lost a lot of money. So
I thought about being a fireman back around 79, 80.
Why? I mean, I was supposed to be.
My uncle was.
Oh.
He just talked about it.
Very cool.
Seemed kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Your uncle was a firefighter?
Yeah.
Where?
City Dallas.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But I already had a lazy boy.
Yeah.
That's not right.
So there was no reason to join the fire department.
I understand.
I mean, that's not right.
Hey, we've been over to 47s. I'm going to let them know.
I've been over to Fire Station 47. I thought most of them were paralyzed.
They don't have any lazy boys over there. We don't buy them those things.
Well, then somebody's making them.
Usually we bring in all our old furniture. That's what happens.
Yeah. I'll just say they look very rested. All right, give me that thing back. We'll plug it one more time before we let them go.
Yeah.
All right. October 13th, Highlands Golf Course, Tennyson in Dallas. Let's see, October 13th. Is that going to be a
Columbus
Saturday or Sunday? Is it a Monday?
I think so.
Oh. Well, then we can't go. We'll be here. Mm-hmm. Well, then I can't come.
That's no good.
All right. Website, just go to our website, live1053.com. All right, cool. Thank you, sir. Absolute pleasure.
Well, I've really enjoyed it, and I always listen. And
thank you for the job you do.
Well, I appreciate
it. We appreciate it. I'm sorry you couldn't make it to the parade.
Yeah, I was out of town. But
that's
maybe
okay.
this coming year.
That's all right. It's only a parade honor you.
I sent people.
I saw them there.
Right, we had
47,
representation.
47 was there. Good to meet you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Meet you guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Stay away from our office on the way out. Nothing to see in there. Totally safe. What? What? Who was my uncle? I don't want to say. He's been off. It's been like, he retired from the force at like 83, 84.
I was here.
Were you really? Well, hang on. I'll tell you really quick. Yeah, you know that name. It's a nice Dago name.
Right.
He's cute.
Yes. And younger than you think a chief would be.
Yeah. He's smooth.
Stop it.
So that's what you were trying to tell me at 3 o'clock when I'm driving in the rain?
Yes. Somebody put them right outside the door, and I know you don't like people jumping you outside the door when you get here.
So you don't mean your office door. You mean the door to the studio.
Right. Yeah, right where you work out.
Well, with him, that would be okay. But by the chance, but we didn't know.
We didn't know. I didn't want you to have to make that decision and ignore them and come in here.
Well, which sales guy was it?
Steve, let me say his whole name.
Sure.
Sullivan.
Good. I wouldn't waste any time memorizing that name.
Okay.
What does he do here? Is he just sales?
I think he's a national sales guy.
Is he?
Yeah. Not positive.
God, I'd hate to lose a job that good. How very sad.
Yes.
I guess I'll have to address the sales department. Okay. All right. Can we do news here? Yeah. All right. What's the radar really quick? Because it was a pain in the ass getting in here.
Yeah, it was really bad. Pull it up right now. There's our radar. It's loading.
Never mind. All right. right, 3:31, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.
Thank you, Russ. News brought to us by Miller Lite and Expedia.com.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite. Expedia.com, making it easy to find the trip you're looking for. Expedia.com. Don't just travel, travel right.
And the showers really do extend all the way from McKinney all the way down 35 and 75 down in Waxahachie, and Dallas is just getting pummeled right now. News also brought to us by the Secret Bar and Sports Pub. I'll be out there tomorrow night on Lower Greenville, 2101. I'll be there 10 to midnight. No cover. Slip on by. I'm giving away Southwest Airlines tickets. Thursday, September 18th, 2003. Lance Armstrong turns 32 today. James Gandolfini is 42. Tony Soprano. Frankie Avalon, 64. Robert Blake, 70 today. And D.D. Ramone would have been 51. Large eye of the weakened Hurricane Isabel moved into North Carolina across the Outer Banks today as the storm pounded the coast with howling winds. Hundreds of thousands of homes without electricity. Seas up to 33 feet were reported. Police in Fort Worth investigating the 16th home invasion on the city's south side since last spring.
Oh, I didn't tell you this. There's a guy in our neighborhood today running around with a gun.
What? Why?
I don't know. Cops came by my house. Excuse me.
Okay.
They said there was a guy walking up and down the street. One of the neighbors called the police. I looked out the window and it looked like it wasn't SWAT, but there were 3 cop cars and one of those great big long cop Suburbans.
Yeah.
And they said some guy, middle-aged, maybe mid to late 40s, running around, shorts, fanny pack.
Mm-hmm.
Walked down the street, pointed a gun at one of the neighbors, pointed the gun at some construction workers next door to me, and just kept going.
That's freaky.
You know what that means?
What?
Goldberg found me.
Yeah.
And they always come to my house because they know I've got security cameras.
Right.
But most of them don't work now. That's why I keep trying to get Dow from Millennium over there to get them installed. So that way if something happens, at least I get a shot at the street and behind the house.
Mm-hmm. Video of it. That's freaky. Anyway, home invasion robberies. In the most recent robbery in Fort Worth, detectives say it happened about 3 o'clock in the morning Thursday. 2 men burst through the back door of a residence, demanded money and jewelry from the residents. The resident said at least one man was carrying a shotgun, and the men had their faces concealed. Victims also said the men left. They shouted, "This one's for OB." No arrests in that. Since September, you'll like this one. Since September the 11th, terror attacks diners and first-class airliners on airplanes. They get a stainless steel fork, you get a stainless steel spoon, and a plastic knife. Now that rule has been relaxed. Northwest Airlines says the change was announced September the 8th, and Northwest began providing steel dinner knives. Only to first class, of course, the ones closest to the cockpit. Continental Airlines said it would reintroduce metal knives November the 1st, and American Airlines is reevaluating the situation. Spokesperson for Southwest said, "We never have carried utensils."
That's because terrorists don't fly first class. It's all very safe.
Yeah. You wouldn't want to give the guys in the back of the knives.
2 years and we're handing knives back out.
To first class, the one right by the cockpit.
I don't care who you're handing them out to. The fact that you got knives back on planes.
I know.
That's exactly what we were worried about. I'm telling you. We're asking for another terrorist attack. Because I'll guarantee you that was in the plan all along. They were going to do this thing, have it be horrendous, horrible, get their message across, and then lay back for a few years because they know exactly how we are. We were bitching about security 2 or 3 months after the first attack.
Well, you know the story I've told. 2 weeks after the attacks, I go to Vegas, lose my driver's license, get on the plane with a Sam's card.
Well, Sam's are everywhere.
I got that. But they use that as my legal ID. I was amazed.
But you have to have a driver's license to get a Sam's card, don't you?
I think you could probably print a Sam's card pretty easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, good. Do me one. Okay. I don't want to pay the $25.
Okay. The new pink $20 bill is about to enter into circulation, like it or not, but the government wants you to like it. You'll like this, too. The Treasury Department's going to spend $53 million over the next 5 years in a public relations campaign to market the new money. In addition to the 20s.
Why?
They got 50s and 100s.
Why they got to market the money?
That's what
Give it to us. Just give it to me. What am I going to do if I don't like it?
Not spend it, I guess. October 9th, the new bills will start in circulation as banks around the country release them to customers. And since it will be the nation's official currency, you'll have no choice but to use it. I don't know. I don't know.
Is this an education program?
I guess.
Like, here's what the new bills look like. These are real.
These are real, yeah.
It's okay to take these.
I think that may be what they're aiming at, yeah. It's like what's that TV commercial that's running now that makes me crazy? Child support. It pays. It looks like about a $60,000 commercial with kids going, can I be an astronaut? Can I be an actor?
Oh, I've seen that. I never paid attention to the end of it, though.
At the very end, it's our state going, child support. It pays. So the guys that haven't been paying child support are going to watch this nice little thing with kids going, can I be an astronaut? That's going to make them go write out a check. And they're running on every TV station, everywhere.
You know what it's for? Sometimes you just need a little nudge.
A gentle nudge.
Yes. Nice little 60-second spot to make me go ahead and own up to what I'm supposed to be doing. Yes. I wish I had a kid now to support. I'm glad those spots are there.
O'Malley had a better idea. A jail door slamming. Pay your child support, bitch.
It ain't normally the bitches that don't pay, though. It's the dads.
Call the guy a bitch.
You didn't call the doctor about your chompy teeth, did you?
Yes.
Did you? You didn't call. Why are you looking at O'Malley? Did you call? Call the man. Just call the man.
I will call him.
Why haven't you called him?
O'Malley was going to call.
O'Malley isn't the guy that needs his teeth fixed.
I know.
You're chomping, and for some reason, you've gone on Chompapalooza. Stop chomping. Chompapalooza. Just quit it. Call the man.
I will call him.
Just please call the man.
I will. I'll call him. I promise. I will. Maybe he can come up here again.
Give me the number. What's the number? Do you have the number, O'Malley? Call him right now. Get him on the phone. I don't care I don't care whose fist is in whose mouth. Get him on the phone. Obviously, you guys can't do this. Why is it nothing can get done when I'm not here?
It gets done. Things get done.
How come you ain't called the man? Call the man.
I'll call the man. I will call him. A fan attending a Giants game fell to his death from the elevated right field wall.
Good. Go to the next story.
Okay. Researchers from the England...
Was it Trey?
No. It wasn't Dan Lewis or Trey.
All right.
He was reaching for sunglasses and fell. Researchers from England's Exeter University say that shopping brings out the hunter-gatherer in us. Men are hunters, women are gatherers. Experts say that the difference is men go into the store knowing what they want. Women want to cover the entire store and discover a bargain. Researchers hooked up heart monitors to 60 shoppers in their study. When the male hunters found a bargain, there was a quick jump in their heart rate followed by an equally quick drop, basically the thrill of the hunt. And the female gatherers, though, experienced increased heart rate that remained steady for about 15 minutes after the big discovery.
I can't go.
Can't go?
I can't go to the mall.
Oh.
I don't know what it is. I can have breakfast. I can have 3 or 4 cups of coffee. I can have a couple of Red Bulls. I can have everything I need to keep me awake for 36 hours straight. I walk into a mall, I get dizzy.
I know.
And I'm not making it up. I don't know what it is. As soon as I get past the food court, that's how quick it hits. Yeah. As soon as you get past the food court and get into the actual mall area, I got to sit down. And I know it's got to be psychological, but it happens every single time.
It's psychological, and it's just such overkill nowadays in malls. There's so much noise and activity.
But I'm not in there long enough to absorb all of that. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's just I know it's coming, and it just drains.
You anticipate it.
The last chick I was dating for a long time, we'd go to the mall from time to time. The deal was I knew what I was going to go get, and she would swear she already had one thing picked out. We're going to go over to the Gap or the Gas or wherever they all shop. She's going to go in and pick out her stuff,
right?
And we're going to leave. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Thank God they had couches out in the middle of the mall.
They do that, yeah. And you never see chicks sitting in them.
No, every one of them was a guy.
Unless it's a fat chick eating ice cream.
Yeah. And I just sat there and watched. That's the way I kept myself entertained, as I watched the fat chicks going back and forth and just tried to pick out how many chicks in the mall I would actually have sex with.
Yeah.
It was almost none of them. And I keep looking over my shoulder. Is she coming? Is she coming? I get up and I walk in there and I look and I come back. Now my space is gone on the couch. And she's in there in the Gash for another 20, 30 minutes. So like, how much stuff is in there to look at?
Yeah.
Whatever. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's a scientific reason. I don't know if it's psychological. I just know that that's the best place to go kick my ass because I got no life.
Yeah, I agree. I've had more arguments with chicks in a mall just because I'm ready to get out.
Yeah.
Well, does this look good? Let me try this on.
Yeah, why is it when we say we're going, okay, we're going, and you look at them, it's like we both agreed, we're going. So as we're walking out of the store, there's at least another 12, 13 things they got to look at.
Yeah.
You said we were going. You promised.
I didn't see this, though. Look. This goes with my red one.
You have seen shoes before.
Not like these. I know.
And then you're walking another 12 feet, and there's something to go with the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got to stop and pay $300 for one of those Dooney and Bob purses.
I don't even know who, Dooney and Burke. I don't know.
Yeah. Leather purses, $300-400 a piece, and I think those are the cheap ones.
Okay.
Then they find something else to go along with that. Crazy bitches. Go ahead.
Okay. Allie says Dr. Hibbs will call us as soon as he's done with his patient.
I want to talk to him now. I don't care what he's doing. Can you make an appointment? Make an appointment for tomorrow morning. 10 o'clock. You know where his offices are?
Mm-hmm.
You better go.
I will. If I have an appointment, I'll go. I'll go.
I want you to confirm when we get off the air.
I'll call the man.
Call the man. Call the man.
I'll get him. New York Post claims, contrary to just about every other report, John Ritter was well aware that he had a heart condition. In fact, a doctor in New York has urged him to have the surgery last year. John's psychic, John Cohan, called the so-called psychic to the stars, even advised him to have the surgery before this past Labor Day or he faced grave consequences. John was afraid to have the surgery. He had friends that had done it before and died, so he placed his trust in a higher power. And speaking of John Ritter, not even his death can bring Suzanne Summer and Joyce DeWitt back together. MSNBC says Suzanne and Joyce still hate each other so much they won't even appear in an interview to discuss John's death together. Good news and information brought to us by the Secret Bar and Sports Pub. Be there tomorrow night, Lower Greenville, at 10 to midnight. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3 The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
I don't want to talk about it because it could get me pissed off all again.
Why?
Let me do traffic.
Okay.
Maybe I'll calm down.
All right.
You got me all twisted during
I'm
the break.
sorry, and I didn't mean to.
But I warned him before we started.
I know.
You better not use your. I don't think I said. You better not use your real name. But it's up to you. Use your real name, then you might as well just be ready to suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you exactly.
Well, don't do this.
Eddie, choke me!
Don't.
He's got perfect hand choking, neck choking hands.
Probably used them before.
It's like the standard template grip. Hi, Gail.
Hi there.
All right. I'm sure you got a lot of stuff ready. I mean, right? Okay.
And Home Depot and Max RX.
All right. Your out cue is results may vary.
The Home Depot is more than a store. It's the beauty of having just about anything installed. Ask about the Home Depot at-home services today. Max RX Male Enhancement promotes length, girth, stamina, and overall sexual vitality. Maximize nature's power with Max RX. Visit max-rx.com or call 1-866-MAX-RX-4U. Individual results may vary.
In Fort Worth, we've got several problems and a freeway shutdown. Southbound I-35 North Freeway at Golden Triangle Boulevard. The freeway shut down. The overturned semi responsible. Traffic is backed up past 170. Also in Fort Worth, eastbound Loop 820 at Las Vegas Trail, a crash. Eastbound 30 at Oakland, there's a crash. Now we move to Dallas County. Northbound 35 at Dalwood, the HOV and left lanes blocked. That wreck involving a bus. Westbound 190, George Bush Turnpike at the tollway, there's a crash. 2 wrecks on southbound Loop 12, Walton Walker, one at Singleton, one at Illinois. And you've got the HOV lane shut down on southbound 35 between 67 and 20 because of the high water. And this also brought to you by Office Max. To get more done when you save more on office supplies at Office Max. Office Max means more selection, services, and savings with a 115% low price guarantee. Office Max. Max means more. I'm Gail Lightfoot on Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
All right, thank you, Gail. The showers right now extending all the way from Ardmore, Oklahoma, down 35, right into Dallas and on the south. It's like you're going to Houston. And then another line coming in behind them on this. It'll be raining off and on all day. 60 for the low tonight, and they say partly cloudy. A little cooler tomorrow, only the mid-70s. We have 75 degrees now at Live 105.3, The Talk That Rocks, Texas.
Mm-hmm. What does Dr. Natasha want?
Apparently, she heard from someone that you were mad at her for doing
I am. Tell her that. Thank you. Hi, Michael.
Hey.
Yep.
Hey, listen, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to ask this question, and then I want to hang.
I changed my mind. I'll talk to Dr. Natasha now. I got another question.
And then I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah. I like doing it the other way.
Yeah.
That's my new favorite way to do it. Why don't we just hang up and you think about the question?
Are you going to listen?
You going to get to the question?
Are you going to listen?
Are you going to get to the question?
I'll get to it when you listen.
Mm-mm.
Yes or no?
You know what? Just this one time, I'll say yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Starting the timer.
I'm going to listen.
Okay, let me get right to it then. Would you rather be...
At you.
6 seconds of nice radio. It was good.
I can't do it. I just can't. I cannot. I would have to strangle myself every day if I had to go in and do a talk show like Mark Davis, where you have to be nice. Because, you know, ABC's not going to let... Is it ABC Disney?
Yes.
Yeah. They're not going to let him be ugly to somebody.
You know, I've heard people, and I just want to scream at the radio, hang up on this goon. And he won't.
He likes to let every conversation end where he would make a really good therapist and make a lot of money because he likes everybody to feel like they got their point across, which isn't necessary. Because every time everybody thinks they get their point across, both sides think they're right. And you can't have two right people. One of them has to be wrong, and they have to be squashed flat. Yes, they do.
I've heard him in so many conversations. Well, we're just going to have to agree to disagree now.
No, that means you've given up. Never give up. Pound them until they finally succumb. What do you want?
Hey, why are you mad at me?
I'm sorry. What were the rules of being on this show?
But I didn't go on anybody else's show.
Somebody told me you were doing other shows here in the market.
No, what happened was the girl, Donna, the hot Latvian, who booked me, had booked me, a show in Dallas, and I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to go on anyone else's show. So I didn't say anything, and so when they called me...
So that doesn't make you feel weird? Wouldn't that make you feel weird going on another show? Like you're betraying us? We don't have other sex therapists on. No.
I didn't realize you wanted an exclusive.
It's not an exclusive. It's just a matter of respect. We don't have other sex therapists on. You don't go around whoring your stuff on another station.
All right. Well, I just want you to know I didn't do it.
I heard that you did.
I didn't. I swear on my whole family's life.
You can't have no family. Your eggs is bad.
Shut up.
What, are you swearing on your bad eggs?
No, I swear on my family that raised me.
Oh, them.
My mom.
The people with the good eggs.
And my 3 brothers.
Where are you going right now? All right, so you swear to me you weren't pitching your crap on other shows.
I swear to you I was not pitching my crap on other shows. And it's not crap! My website's awesome!
What were you going to pitch?
BetterLoveLife.com.
I know the website. Well, what's the stuff on it?
I'm having a monkeybaby.com.
You having some kind of monkey sale?
I'm sure they really get it. No.
She is so stupid. She just really is. You can hear it in her voice.
Yeah, she's sweet.
But we have a new technique called monkey on a stick.
All right, what is that?
It's really graphic, though. I don't think I can tell you.
All right, how long? Wait a minute. How long will it take you to tell me?
Well, I mean, okay, you can use your imagination.
Well, I'm just going to say I'm going to turn the phone off really quick. You tell me, and I'll rephrase it.
Okay.
All right, go. You're off. Oh, I got it. All right. Well, that's easy enough. She just squeezes the base of your hoot monster, so all the blood's trapped inside, and then she rams it in her kitty cat.
I see. Okay.
In and out. Is that pretty close?
That's pretty close. But then she kegels, and it's back and forth and back and forth. And what this does...
I don't have time for all of this stuff.
Not only leads to her orgasm much quicker during the act, but it'll give you a sensation that will just blow you away.
Anytime she says it helps her orgasm, that's when I zone out.
It's so good. It's so good. It's a new one.
And it sounds dandy.
It does, doesn't it? Hey, when's the last time you had sex?
A few weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
A few.
Oh, a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Why?
And how did you do it? The same old way, missionary or doggy style? Or...
Yeah.
It's all he likes.
I don't like anything else. I'm okay with having sex. Just sex. Just the thing that God meant to be really cool. I'm okay with that. I like the fact of the flesh and the wetness and all the other stuff that goes along with it, and the biting in the nipples and the pounding and, all the stuff. I'm okay with that.
You don't like playing games, I understand.
I don't like the role playing. I don't like the games. I don't like the toys. All right, so I got baby corn in my tuchus one time. It was an accident.
It was not.
Yes, it was.
It was not an accident.
Yeah, but you don't like a little variety. I mean, a position of the Kama Sutra, or, what if she did a little technique and pressed a button and you
You know what?
never exploded before.
I've always enjoyed myself immensely.
He was giving me a hard time because this last weekend I went out to the horse track. There was a concert, and we walked around to one of the turns. And
he banged one of the horses.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
My girlfriend there.
He screwed a horsey.
It's just a little variety. A little variety. I had sex on the horse track at the Lone Star Park during a
that's cool.
I'm sure they appreciate that.
Who cares?
It's a bit. I didn't do it.
No, that's good. That's different.
And first of all, it's not a bit because somebody saw you wandering off. How do you think I found out?
No, how did you guys know?
Yeah,
so how did you know I was booked? No, what happened was when that other station called me, they called me in the morning, and I answered the phone, and they're like, oh, hi, this is so-and-so, you're going to be on with us in 5 minutes, right? And I'm like, no, I'm really sorry, but Russ told me that I couldn't do any other shows as long as I was doing his show. That was the message that I got. And they got really mad. I mean, really mad. And I was like, I'm sorry, let me check with him because... you do give me, a lot of time. And
yes.
I've actually, you're the only dial station that I've been doing these last couple times, so.
And you like us the best.
Yes, absolutely.
Of all the stations you do around the country, you like us the best.
Of course. And so I'm not stupid. I know where my where my monkey sleeps.
I know where my monkey eats.
I know what my monkey eats. So yeah, it's all good. I wasn't a traitor.
I forget, how much longer are you going to wait before you have another one of your eggs smacked around?
No, I think, you know what? I think I'm just going to adopt. Because I thought about it. And I was like, I don't know. I think maybe, Russ, there's something to that, having something that's around 9 pounds go through between your legs.
Yes, thank you.
And really, though, most of the women I've talked to have honestly answered me that some say it's never really the same psychologically, or they can't get back on track sexually, or some say that, only a few say that, it took me a while, but I got back on track.
I know that the chick that I dated, it was like 22, 23, that had the kid. She, even though, in your early 20s for chicks, sexual peak, right?
Oh, well, your body's so elastic.
Or is it?
You should be able to snap at pretty
well, I forget. The sexual peak for a guy is what, 18?
No, there is no sexual peak. You can peak out all, I say a sexual peak for women is like 40s, 50s, 60s. For guys, you perform your best when you're like 16, 17, but when you get older, you can last longer.
Okay.
You peak out at different times.
Anyway, my point is, she didn't have the drive for sex that a normal 22, 23-year-old would. And maybe it was the fact that she had that kid, and that just changes your mentality.
It does.
I don't like that.
It happens.
It does. Once as a husband, once you've seen that a baby come out of there, it's never the same.
I'm not talking about the husband. I'm talking about her and her mentality.
I understand.
I'm not talking about the guy. I wasn't there. I didn't see no baby come out.
Yeah, but just both sides change.
You still there? Her phone cut out. I don't know what it's funny.
That is funny.
All right. She can call back later if she wants.
Yeah, chicks have a hard time getting back in it, too.
Into sex?
Yeah, things change hormonally.
Even in your early 20s?
Yeah.
Well, there's another reason for me not to mess with anybody that's had kids.
It's just different.
Because I wanted to have sex, especially at the beginning of a relationship. You want to pound that putt all the time.
All the time.
And it was, just the way my schedule went, the most time we could see each other was on the weekends. She'd spend the night, maybe once. Leave the kid at her mom's.
Sure.
And in the beginning, sex wasn't prevalent, wasn't there all the time. And I got bored with that pretty quick.
Yes. Because it is not going to get any better. as time goes on.
Yeah, you can't make them hornier.
God, you're gassy today. What are you eating?
Oatmeal.
God. Okay.
Good for your bobo.
Okay. It's about 7 or 8 biscuits in an hour.
And they're quite stinky.
Lovely.
You're welcome. Tell you what, you get your teeth fixed.
Yeah.
I'll start eating cream of wheat because I don't think that'll make me toot as bad.
Okay. Somebody emailed said I can get one of those at Eckert's for $25.
You won't do it. Just call the man. Call the man.
I'll call him.
Dan, is his thing set up for tomorrow?
Yes, it is. 9 a.m. tomorrow at Dr. Hibbs' office.
Can you make 9?
Sure.
That's rush hour.
That's rush hour.
That's why I asked for 10. Was 10 not available?
No, they're pretty solidly booked on Fridays because they leave early. But I can call again and try.
We need 10. He'll never make 9 o'clock.
Or if they leave early, can he come up here?
Not until about 1:30 tomorrow.
Well, that's fine. JD can't use it until tomorrow night anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, JD has said 1:30 would be too late.
It'll be okay. I'll come in early and I'll get my work done.
Yeah, Sean.
Hey, guys. I thought I heard her on either 102.9 or the Morning Edge.
I'm sure she was. I'm sure she's lying to me. You know how chicks are.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to let you know, Russ.
All right, thank you. All right, she's back.
Thanks, man.
She's back off the show.
Well, if she lied, especially.
She knows the rules.
He's so much fun, though. Okay, she knows rules now. Maybe she didn't know before.
She knew the rules.
Okay.
She's always known the rules. You know, come on, become a family member, and then start whoring your stuff elsewhere. It's like I said, be like us having another psychic on other than Dewana, or another sex therapist on, another urologist other than
Dr. Fettner.
Fettner. Is that same idiot online too? Okay. You going to get to the question, Michael?
XM or syndication?
Look at you.
Wow, we learned
Congratulations. What about him?
Hey, XM or syndication? XM has its positives, so does syndication.
Mm-hmm. So what about him? Are you asking my advice on your show?
No. I wish.
So I'm not going anywhere. I have a contract until 2006. I can't go anywhere.
So you can't do nothing?
No, I can't do anything.
Till when?
2006.
2006?
Yes.
All right. I quit listening.
Okay, good.
All right.
Thank you. What did that mean?
I don't know. Well, they could syndicate. I mean, Infinity could syndicate the show.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah, okay.
But there's too many. It's just too much crap that goes along with it.
I agree.
It's bad enough to have to answer to one station, but then you're going to get program directors in every market that's going, well, he's not talking about San Antonio enough, or he's not talking about El Paso.
Just have the deal going in.
Or hasn't addressed, West Palm Beach. Hey, there's a hurricane coming. How come he's not talking about the East Coast? I don't care. I don't live there. I don't care about you. I care about me.
Yes.
And they're all going to have all this different stuff going on. I don't know how Stern does it. And I'm sure in the beginning he had to succumb to everybody and what they wanted, all the crap going on.
Sure.
And you're right, that has to be the deal. You say one word to me about anything, and I quit.
Well, yeah, just yank you off your station. You don't want it?
Yeah,
turn it off.
None for you. Don't pull this chick thing of we'll get the show and then we'll change it to suit our needs. We'll find a guy that's close, and then we'll tweak him to make him the perfect guy for us. That ain't happening.
Needs to be written up. Nobody gets to talk to you.
Oh, I'd love that.
Mm-hmm. But just think of the pool of idiots nationwide that you got to draw from. And fat chicks you haven't pissed off yet.
Yeah, fly to different markets and piss off fat chicks. Oh, by the way, are you getting emails about KVIL?
Yes.
Guys wanting jobs. For some reason, they think I got the hookup to get people jobs over at KVIL.
Yes. Big shake-up over there, and everybody's going, buddy, get me in.
Buddy, here they got opening in the morning show. No, they filled it, but you know what? Give it 3 weeks. So I hear they blew out Dixon, Larry Dixon, moved him over to the Oasis. He's a good guy, I like him. Yep. And Mickey Miller, I guess he just went
away.
Yes. They moved Terry King from afternoons to mornings. We like Terry King, so I'm sure he'll do fine. And I think they said they took some chick from a country station and moved her over to afternoons. I don't know if how much I'm supposed to know.
No. Didn't get that one.
So anyway, all the airships are filled at KVIL. I can't help you. I don't know you. I got emails from jocks I haven't heard from since the mid-'80s. 1987 was the last time I heard from one of them. Hey, buddy, what's going on? What's happening? What can you give me the hookup at KVIL? I hear they blew out the morning show and Dixon and Miller on the beach.
Have my own cans.
Got my own cans. I will travel. I know how to say what time it is. 7:15, 45 minutes to 8. Look at that. When do I start? God. So I have no insight. I have no help. I can't do anything for you. You getting apps for the producer job here?
Tons.
Good.
People that... There's the one I got. This is a good one.
We need a break. All right. Go ahead and read it, and then we'll go into the break.
Good afternoon. I'm a long-time listener, and I've been listening to your worries of trying to find a new producer for the show. If I could appeal to the softer side of you for a moment, this is from a chick about her husband.
Okay.
On August 26th, my husband had been working for a major company for some time. Well, they bought it out, and his job was eliminated. On that same day, I announced to him that I was pregnant with our first child, something we've been trying to accomplish for a year. Well, the next day we were also closing on our new home, so needless to say, we're in a quandary. He's away right now training for his new job in Arizona. Anyway, I think he would be a great addition to your show. I told him about Russ trying to flip the coin yesterday, and he gave you the job of finding someone new. That's why I'm emailing you. I know my husband would be a great addition to the show. He's very organized, has a pretty racy background, and hell, I would even welcome the opportunity. He has several years of experience within sales, national sales management, and whatnot. We know that Trey's salary may not be what he's making, but he would love the job. If you're interested, please call me, blah, blah, blah.
Well, here's my advice to them.
Yeah.
It's twofold. A, Texas Workforce Commission. Yeah, call them. B, push her down the stairs.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ now at 214-787-1053.
Okay. What's the radar look like?
It's the showers are still, it's basically a line all the way from Oklahoma down to about halfway to Austin. And there's another line behind that coming in. So it's going to be off and on showers.
Is there going to be a gap around 5 o'clock? Does it look like?
It doesn't say, it really doesn't look like there's going to be one around 5. Why? What's going on?
I'm going to do the rocket launch out of my butt.
Okay. That's going to have to be a time thing, because right now it's just all over. We had a flash flood warning issued for Dallas, so.
I don't care. Do we have an umbrella?
We've got that big umbrella that goes over the table where they smoke.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's the first day of the fall ratings period. Mm-hmm. Other stations, they start great big contests.
Right.
To bring in the fall, welcome the fall, welcome the harvest. Mm-hmm. I want to shoot these things out of my ass. That'll be the way that we kick off Festival.
Excellent.
Wrote a little speech to bring in the fall. And I'll read that as the rockets are emanating from my anus.
Okay, are we going to do more than one?
I'm going to do 2 at one time.
Oh, okay.
You have 2, right?
Yeah.
The turkey roaster will protect me?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Not the big ones?
What? Yeah, those are fine. It is after all, the beginning of the fall book.
It is.
You have to welcome it with
open
pomp.
I see.
Circumstance. Fanfare.
Mm-hmm.
It is, once again, Festival.
I see. I see.
Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Russ, Princess, listen, I was just curious, man. Are you going to be hooking up with L.A. Lamont when she's here for her Platinum Club appearance?
Nope.
And why shoot him out of your ass? Why not shoot him out of hers?
Why?
Why not? I'd rather see her firing off some bombs.
Well, then go see her. Go see her. Well, first of all, I don't want you to come watch. Second of all, why don't you go see her? Because I'm not gonna.
Well, that's all right, man. I've got a wife that's prettier than she is anyway.
I seriously doubt it.
I don't know, man. I'll bet you rockets out of my ass.
I'm sure that you will bet. Most guys that are married have this weird thing to think their wives are beautiful. I'm sure to you that she is.
All right, Bubba.
All right. She called me again last night.
L.A.?
Yep. Quarter to midnight.
Really? Now, I'm assuming you did not pick up the phone.
I did not.
The message was?
I really want to talk. I want to talk off the air. I don't want you to have any of your assistants call me. I really miss you. I hope we get to see each other.
Okay. Has anybody told her that she's not coming up here yet?
I don't know. She obviously knows something's up because she's called me 2 or 3 times in the past, just twice in the past week, and left messages.
Well, Vinny knows. Vinny probably communicates with her.
I'm sure somebody's told her. Because she knows there's a problem. I'm not sure what's going on. You know exactly what's going on. You want to come to town, you want to hang out with me, but you also want to go on some of your dates. Sorry, no dates. Not while you're here. You want to do stuff around? That's fine. But you're not going to diss me.
I agree.
So she can spend her birthday with somebody else on one of her dates. Oh, I asked Randy to go to dinner. My trainer. Yeah.
And she said?
She said yeah, but I don't think I'm going to go.
Well, why?
It was just weird. It wasn't an immediate yes. It was one of those roundabout yeses.
What's around? I mean, give me an idea.
All right, so we're working out last night.
Sure.
And I said, what are you doing tomorrow night when we're done training? Nothing. Why? Well, let's see if you wanted to go to eat when we were done. Pause. Then I go on to do my next set. Well, what's going on tomorrow night? Nothing. Pause. Work out for about another half hour. Walking her out to the front door. So you never said what's going on tomorrow? I said, you want to go to eat when we're done working out?
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't get any weird things in your head. I know what kind of imagination you got.
Well.
And, of course, I give it the face.
Okay.
What are you talking about? What are you trying to say? I just know how you are. I just do what you're right. We don't have to go.
I can tell you why she did that.
Why?
She does want to go out. She's probably afraid of things getting back on the radio and her losing her job. You are a client, after all. Remember your other guy, Kevin? He doesn't go out with any of his clients.
I'm not a real client.
Well, you are.
I am not. Well, first of all, how could she get in trouble?
I'm just saying.
Who would fire her?
No one's going to. I'm just saying probably it's an unwritten rule. You just don't go out with clients. And so she wants to go out with you, but there's that thing in the back of her mind going, I better not.
Well, I won't be a client after October 4th.
I know. But you were talking about going out before that.
Just a dinner. I didn't say, hey, why don't we go out? Then I'll take you back to the house. I didn't say that. No. Nor did I say, why don't we go back to my... Did I say that? No.
No. But she's assuming.
Oh, how could she assume the pucker part?
No, that's not that part. No, not that part. She's just being cautious. That's smart. Sure, she's thinking instead of just going, yeah, and then later going, uh-oh.
She ain't got it. I'm not going to go.
Okay. I think you should. She's really sweet.
She's a sweet little girl.
You do like her because...
You don't know what I like.
The only reason we went to Champs to watch a Cowboy game. You hate football. You hate people.
First of all, yes. I've decided to broaden my horizons and maybe watch the Cowboys during this reconstructive year that they're doing.
What? Okay.
Did I look like I was into the game?
No.
Oh.
You were staring at her, wondering why she wasn't paying attention to you.
I know why she wasn't paying attention to me. She was busy. I'm not stupid.
I know. You got your feelings hurt.
I didn't get my feelings hurt.
Why'd we leave? Because she wasn't paying attention to us.
I was done drinking.
No, you weren't. We went next door and had a drink.
You're worse than a 5-year-old.
I'm not. Just being honest. You like her. Don't play this because she didn't jump and go yes.
I could tell she was busy.
She's not busy. She said yes. She's just cautious.
Look at this chick on CNN.
Oh, I know.
Holding on to a tree.
I know. Isn't that great?
Where's the audio?
I've been doing this all day. I've been watching this. I saw a guy get blown out of the camera frame earlier.
And we have already seen pieces of debris from roofs.
Why do they send him out to this? She is literally hanging onto a great big tub with a tree growing into it.
There was a guy holding onto a building, and right in the middle of it, he pulled up his other hand, and he was holding the building to read a wind speed thing.
Right.
Gone right out of the frame.
He was, or the wind speed thing?
He went out of the frame. The camera goes back and forth trying to find him. He's behind, been blown into a parking garage. You hear him going, okay, I'm all right, I'm okay, I'm on all fours, but I'll be back, hang on. Goes,
why do they make him stand in the wind?
I don't know.
I think that's a power trip.
Yeah.
For the director, go stand in the wind. Why can't we shoot through the window? They don't get a feel of the force of nature unless you fall down.
I think you're right. They've been doing it all day long.
They were doing it to somebody on Channel 8. Very seldom do you see them send a reporter out and really put them. I think it was Brad Watson. Mm-hmm. You got to volunteer for that. They can't make you go stand out in the weather.
No. This was on the Weather Channel, and that for those guys, it's like a big badge of courage because the weather is their life. Brave the storm. I saw a van. This was so funny. Highway 12 is the one that goes up and down the Outer Banks.
Of what?
Of North Carolina.
Okay.
That's where the storm hit.
All right.
There's this van on its side, on that little road. Windshield wiper's still going. Just laying on its side, headlights on. It's pretty funny.
Was anybody in?
I'm sure they were.
Oh. Well, then the windshield wipers need to be on.
It's not going anywhere. It's on its side.
Yeah, but you still got to see.
I just think anybody's trying to drive and that kind of stuff, you've got whatever happens to you coming.
That's pretty much my theory on all of this. If they have to come and tell you, hey, get out of this area, a hurricane's coming, you deserve to die. Anything that happens, because they have to go out and they have to convince people to leave their homes or businesses or whatever.
A lot of them.
If you're that stupid, because by you being in that building isn't going to make it withstand the hurricane anymore. Well, I got to stay here with my home. No, you don't. The extra 200-300 pounds that you and your wife are going to weigh aren't going to hold that house down. Go out, come back, and if it's still there, festival.
Like I said, my sister has a house in the Outer Banks, and they tell them, they say, you stay here, you get no emergency services. Don't call police, don't call ambulances, don't call fire department. You get nothing.
Because we're not going to be here. We're going to be in our nice, heavy, lazy boys. So did she vacate?
Oh, yeah, they left last week.
Why would you build a house on the coast anyway?
Because it's beautiful. And
I know, but it's not beautiful when you got to worry about a hurricane at least once a year. Is hurricane season once or twice?
Once a year.
Once a year. Every year you have to worry about that. Is it really worth the stomach acid and the possibility each year of losing your home?
Yes. And they've had so many good, wonderful, wonderful weeks, and it's such a beautiful place. It's one of the prettiest beaches in America.
Is this their only house?
No, this is their vacation home.
All right.
They're building another one down in the island. They build them different down there, actually. It's funny because on the Outer Banks, they have these big, huge houses, all glass, on sticks. And they're all going to be gone. But down in the islands, they actually build metal rods into rock. So they build them to withstand hurricanes down there.
Excuse me. Line 6. What? Oh, is it hurricane related? Oh, I thought that was some kind of drunk test.
What?
Well, the subject line says, police have you write your name on your forearm. Well, they didn't do that to me in Tarrant County. I could have passed that one. Go ahead, William.
How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, the police, they told people if you're going to stay behind, if you're stupid enough to stay behind, write your name on your arm, so if you're killed or injured, we can identify your ass when you're all done with it. So I thought that was... that might drive home the point.
I don't think it does. For some reason, people just, the term weathering the storm, it just seems to sink in and that they're not going to go. And I still don't get it. What makes you think by staying in your home, it's going to be there through the hurricane as if you left and it wouldn't be?
They won't get it. They just don't. Well, I appreciate the show, man.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Especially people that live out there all the time. You get that attitude of, I'm tougher than this storm. I'm going to ride it out. No big old storm's going to take me out of my house. Yes, it will.
I still don't get the mentality of building it out there. When you know every year it could all be gone.
It's worth it. It's beautiful. And there are thousands and thousands of homes out there. And they're literally...
I'm surprised that you can even get insurance to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm sure it's very affordable. Yes, Will?
Hey, what's up there, Princess?
Bill?
Hey, the deal with L.A., you know, when you first met her, you knew what her profession was.
Yeah.
Did you really think she was going to stop just because she come to town to see you, Big Daddy?
Oh, I don't mind if she dances. But the thing of, well, first of all, I didn't know about this whole escort service when we met.
But you know she was still slobbing on some knobs.
I understand that. And you're right. And really, what difference does it make? It just, for some reason, it hits me wrong, and I don't like it, and she knows it, and if she's going to do it anyway, then I'm not in the equation. I don't negotiate. I'm not going to compromise, especially on something like that. I'm not going to have you sucking local knob.
I mean, I would have felt funny just the first time I met her knowing that's her profession, you know.
It is. You get past that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, it's like the very first chick I enjoyed some time with was Danny Sexton, and I went in, and the pressure's just unbelievable because I got to do something that's going to impress her because she's probably had everything in there, including car transmissions. And then after a while, you just give up and you go, you know what? I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to enjoy myself, and if she gets something out of it, fine. If she don't,
So when she comes to town, you just don't want her doing her little escort thing.
I know she can do whatever she wants because I'm not going to see her, I'm not going to talk to her, and I'm not going to promote where she is.
You sure you're not pulling the bid on us this time?
All right, what bid am I going to pull, Will?
Okay, I don't want you to be trying to, going back on your word because you're still the top dog, so you got to run like the big dog.
I run like the big dog. Okay. Get me some new bitches.
Don't let that hoe have to pull your chain. You pull her chain to say, hey, look.
Well, I won't. You know what? I won't see her all. And I guarantee you, first of all, she won't get on the air next week. But I guarantee you, she'll come up here at one point or another next week.
She's going to get under your desk and you're going to
Vinny's been told.
Big dog.
I'm sorry, Vinny's been told so.
Well, she can come on her own. All right, thanks, Will. Be careful.
Yeah. Well, she could.
This is not some radio shtick, not some kind of stunt that sets up her appearance next week. No. Oh, I better listen all week and see which day she tries to sneak up here. She can sneak up here all she wants. I like her. I care about her. Mm-hmm. If something were to happen to her, I would be sad. But I ain't putting up with this. I agree. The reason anybody knows her in this market is because of us.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
You can't let your poo nanny cool off for a week while you're in town. Well, then you ain't getting on the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I come home from a date, and go visit with you, have sex with you.
I want to spend time with you, Dad. Really? Is that in between dates?
Mm-hmm.
Is that in between one of those dates?
Yeah.
Well, I want to make a bunch of money, Dad, and get out of porn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you want to do. I don't care how you want to do it. Good for you. Be driven. She's a smart chick. She's driven. She likes to take care of her family. Great qualities. The only problem is what she sucks for a living.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
And I don't care how many breath mints you enjoy. That's not going to erase all the hoes.
Yes.
That you've flubbed.
That's right.
I don't care if you get a great big salt lick made out of some type of sugarless gum. That's not going to erase all the hoes that you've slubbed.
You got a point.
What is this? How are we doing, Eddie?
Getting close.
All right. We'll take a quick break. We'll do news. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
Hey, my folks still live in Virginia Beach. That's where I grew up, and a lot of my life was spent on the Outer Banks. And my dad said there's about water everywhere, and there's a bar still open on Ocracoke Island where the I basically came over today. It's called Howard's Pub. They pride themselves on never closing.
Is it like, obviously, if it's always there, it's got to be a pretty sturdy building.
I guess it is. I was just there about a month ago, and it's just about it's on stilts about 5 feet tall.
Why do they put them on stilts? It seems like that would make it easier to blow away.
Everything on Ocracoke Island is on stilts.
Well, I understand that because of the tides, but I'd be more concerned with the winds. Because if the tides are coming up, the wind is right behind it.
Yeah, I mean, everything's there. I mean, the Ocracoke is a very laid-back place. The tallest building on the island is a 4-story hotel. I mean, and that's taller than the lighthouse. And then Virginia Beach just spent like $30 million on trucking in a bunch of sand to make the beaches wider, and now that's all gone.
Why does that kind of sound cool? You're going having a hurricane party.
Well, I grew up having them. I mean, that's the reason I have an 18-year-old daughter is because 18 years ago, Hurricane Gloria came along about this time of the year.
And did you?
my ex-wife and I had a nice little hurricane party.
No, I'm sorry. What, did you name your daughter Gloria?
No, we didn't name her Gloria. I tried.
I didn't have another hurricane joke to throw in, so I just really wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the pier that blew down today in Virginia Beach lasted 18 years because the last time
Avalon Pier
came through.
Avalon?
Yeah, I watched it blow down live on television. It was so sad. Yeah, it's been there forever.
Mm.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it. And my dad said, when I talked to him about an hour ago, he said they have a new tree in their yard that used to be their neighbor's. It was about a 60-year-old oak tree. They have no power, and there's about 5 feet of water at all the intersections.
Now, why are they staying there?
My dad runs a hospital company, and he had to stay in the area to basically watch after the hospitals he's responsible for.
All right.
And my mom works at a hospice, and she's been at work since 10 o'clock last night, and she's not allowed to leave.
Okay. So they're not doing it for selfish reasons?
No.
All right.
I mean, they have to work.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Hey, man, take care.
Good luck to your parents.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah, there's something kind of testosterone driven about
It's like cheating, cheating death. And if you can give me a nice structure, with some really nice thick windows and watch the hurricane come and pass, that might be kind of cool. But sitting in a house and hoping for the best, not a chance.
I don't think so. And they're showing people out today, blowing wind, things, this pier's coming down, there's kids out there, I want to say 21-year-old, always men, obviously, trying to surf.
That's the other thing. And you hear them on the beaches saying, hey, you guys need to get out of here. Let them go. Let them surf. Just idiots. Next time this happens, you won't have to worry about it because they're not going to be there.
Right.
All right, you said yes, break? All right, we'll come back. We'll do the news.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
J.D. Ryan is here, Eddie Boy, Dan O'Malley, Gail Lightfoot with traffic. We're still producerless, and that seems to be of no concern. All right.
You're right.
How did things run today?
Very well.
Okay. Dan helping you out all right?
He's doing a great job. He was already addressing the guest issue in the hall as I was, earlier right at the beginning of the show.
When the fire department showed up?
Yes.
Did you like the explanation that we got from Chloe when I finally asked him about it?
Yeah,
because originally Chloe goes, hey, Russ wanted him on the show. Okay, that's the first thing he said.
Right.
Then, as you ask him, well, what happened? Was I asked the sales guy, did Russ know that they were coming? And the sales guy goes, yeah, McNeil knew it. And McNeil said it was okay. McNeil is not even here.
Not even in the building.
And Bob's not going to approve a guest for the show.
No. Without speaking to you. Well, when you walked in and didn't have a clue, I was really... I don't know if you were jacking with me.
Well, when you called me on the phone and your phone's cutting out and all I'm hearing is, hey, are you aware that... Fuck. Can he stay?
Yeah. Sorry.
And then I get in here and you're flustered and you're going, what is it you're trying to tell me? Well,
I know.
Sheriff, guy, they said and it's the hook.
It's so much... I had so much to do and so little time to do it.
Well,
and
I'm getting mad, and you're getting mad at me because I can't figure out what the hell you're trying to tell me, and you're going, well, I'm busy. Well, then unbusy something and tell me what's happening.
I just thought you knew. I was told you knew.
Well, obviously they lied.
Yes.
The only upside was I know that the fire chief for the city of Dallas is a fan of the show.
Yes, he is.
I knew that because the guys over at Fire Station 47 had told me that.
He seems like a nice guy. Chief.
Yeah. He's a lot younger than I would expect the chief to be.
Mm-hmm.
But then Tyrell's only like 44 or 45, isn't he?
True. That's true.
I like this chief better.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't seem like he'd be a problem.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like somebody would get in church or on TV and cry. I lost my job.
That's so sad.
It really is.
It is.
I mean, if he was city manager or just somebody on the city council, anything but the chief of police.
We think of cops as our warriors. And yeah, to watch your chief warrior cry like a baby. I love my job. And then run away from the cameras.
I don't think I saw the whole thing where he ran away. I mean, did he just run off fast or turn around? And
turn around, just kind of ran.
What was he saying when he was crying?
I can't even remember, to be honest.
What are you saying?
He just kept saying how they ruined his life, that he could never get another job. The city, the stuff that they said about him was untrue, and it was so damaging that he just couldn't take it and burst into tears. And at that point, he took off just a really quick pace away from it, and then his lawyer took over.
Wow. That was our chief of police.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to be next to him in a shootout?
What are you crying about? They're shooting at me.
Then he calls Laura Miller
shooting at me because I'm black.
It's just a race thing. How come you ain't shooting at the white fellas? He calls Laura Miller a wizard. That actually makes me laugh every time I hear it. Just the way he danced around it. Yeah. Wizard. Wizard. Pull the strings and stab me in the back. Yeah. Very nice. That's the only really thing I like about all this. Because that's a nice, sneaky way to call her a wizard or a racist.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You ready to do this?
Sure.
All right. 4:53, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us by D&M Auto Leasing, where Eddie will be tomorrow from 11:30 to 1:30 in Bellwood in Addison. Food from Quiznos, and have tickets to the truck IRL races. So it's D&M tomorrow from 11:30 to 1:30 for Eddie. And the Secret Bar and Sports Club, I'll be out there tomorrow night from 10 to midnight, Lower Greenville. Have tickets for Southwest Airlines. Hispanics.
This hour of the Russ Martin Show is brought to you in part by Miller Lite.
Sorry, I was in there too. Hispanics accounted for almost 70% of the state's population growth since 2000. Texas.
What's the matter with you?
God. What? Oh, you're very odoriferous.
I am not.
You are. You stink.
That burned my eyes.
Oh man, I got that one. God.
Festival.
It ain't festival.
Texas. Did it start raining yet? I'm ready to light the rockets out of my
butt.
radar
right now. It's pouring. It looks like there may be a break in about 20 minutes.
All right. That's the way I'm going to welcome in fall.
Fire rockets out of here.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. A lot of other stations, they start the big promotions, big birthday giveaways. If you have a birthday, you could win $20,000.
Yes.
I have no time for that crap.
No.
I'll welcome in fall and the harvest and all the things that come along with this time of year with a nice little launching of these things out of my anus, which I will drop my pants and insert both sticks in my hole.
God. Texas gained more than 560,000 Hispanics from 2000 to 2002, an 8.3% growth rate.
From just from one car.
Rates. Stop it. Rates on benchmark. Rates on benchmark 30-year mortgages, which have been on a fairly steady upward climb since June, dropped sharply this week for the second week in a row. Average rate on the 30-year mortgage fell to 6.01% for this week ending September 19th from last week's 6.16.
What?
I'm just amazed at how you...
Oh, what?
At how you don't get demonstrations up here.
From what?
Nothing.
I didn't say anything. What did I say?
Not a word. I'm not going to repeat it.
O'Malley didn't hear it. See? Okay. That was off mic. Nobody heard me say it.
Okay.
Nobody.
We'll see. Speaking of demonstrations, flight attendants for Southwest Airlines are expected to demonstrate today in the rain at Love Field. Dallas-based airlines been negotiating 16 months with the union representing more than 7,000 flight attendants. They don't like cleaning up the airplanes between flights. That's one of their big deals.
I thought that was part of their job.
It is.
Why is it? Well, who's going to clean it up?
Other airlines have cleaning crews that come through. Oh, you just pick up a few things and straighten the seatbelts. Pilots get back and do it sometimes. It's just how that airline stays profitable. But some other airlines actually pay to have cleaning crews walk through at a certain place in the day.
They're going to bitch and moan, and they're going to screw up Southwest.
I don't think Southwest will let it happen. That's why it's been taking 16 months. And that's really one of the big deals, is we have to clean up the planes between...
Between what? Between standing around?
Well, they do have quick, they're very quick turns.
Okay.
That's Southwest.
Turnaround?
Turnarounds, yeah.
Okay.
From the time the plane gets in.
In between what? From standing in one flight to the next, and then you got to stand on the next flight after that? You don't have time in between standing around to pick up stuff?
You mean when the plane's in the air?
I'm talking about on the air, on the ground. I don't care.
On the ground.
I don't get it.
I don't either. I agree.
You serve the food.
I did it. And it's no big deal. It's just something you learn to do. You walk through, it takes maybe 3-4 minutes. There's 3 of you.
just a walk up, and the Southwest planes aren't that big. So they're going to sit there and protest over that?
140 seats or so. Yeah. That's one of the issues. I'm sure there's others.
Yeah, Robert?
Hey, Russ.
Yes, sir.
I heard what you said about the little comment about all out of one car.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I said.
You were probably getting bleed over from another station.
No, I heard what you said. What's your problem with Mexicans, that's it?
I don't have any problem. I like that, by the way. I want to be called Hefe.
Why is that, Holmes?
I like Hefe.
What's that mean?
Boss.
Okay.
I enjoy that. I really think they should put Hispanics in charge of rapid transit.
Why? Oh.
They were obviously. I'm not kidding.
Just under construction only?
No, not construction, just rapid transit.
All right.
Thank you.
Well,
that's a compliment. Take it. Please, any of you people.
From Men's Health magazine, roughly 40 million American men and women go to sleep together every night and never have sex. That says Daniel Stein, a medical director for the Foundation for Intimacy in Tampa. Study shows that 45% of married couples have sex 1 to 3 times a month. 33% have sex 0 to 3 times per month, and only 8% have sex 4 to 5 times per week. This piece, this little story they have includes 6 warning signs to look for during courtship or in the early years of marriage to determine if a couple is headed towards sexlessness.
Okay.
Gene Simmons has been traveling around the country pimping his new book. What?
Didn't you just say there was a test?
No. I said it's an article in Men's Health. There's not. The test is in the magazine. I didn't pull it out.
Well, why'd you tell us about it? We don't have it.
I'll get it. I didn't know you wanted to take the test.
Well, why did you mention it?
Some people that where I got it, they want to get it. Gene Simmons been traveling around the country pimping his riveting new book, Sex, Money, Kiss. But there will be no more book signings for him at Borders Books. They are not letting him in there anymore because women tend to flash their boobies and their bottoms at him.
Well, that's not his fault.
That's what he says. He says, quote, "It's not my fault. They come in, lift their tops, and stick their butts in my face and want me an autograph. But Borders Books says we don't care." Things to do and tickets on sale over the weekend. The real Leonard Skinner is coming back October the 24th. It's
where?
Smirnoff Music.
Who all's in the band?
Not the guys.
There ain't no guys left.
It's Leonard Skinner.
Who is going to be singing?
They spelled it right.
I don't care how they spell it. I don't even think you know how to spell it.
It's at Smirnoff.
Okay, it's going to be at Smirnoff.
Yeah. Tickets on sale Fridays.
If I go out there and they come out on stage and I get, hello.
That's not Lenny. It's not Lenny Skinner.
That's what we got.
I booked the wrong guy. I've booked a tribute band. You're right.
Have they ever actually played the tribute band guys we got? Have they actually? That makes me sick every time I think about it. I thought there was at least somebody in there that had been with Leonard Skinner for a long time. I forgot what I was asking.
Well, whoever's left is in this band.
But these guys that came in, the Lenny Skinner, was there any of them that had ever played with any of the Van Zants?
No.
So it was a hose job from start to finish.
Pretty much. I was never told it was a tribute band. I guess I should have been suspicious. It was at a little bar out in East Texas. They were performing.
So does it say who's in the band now?
It does not. This is just
listed. Is it one of the Van Zants?
I'm sure someone will know who's in the current band. I can find out for you during the next break.
I don't really care.
I'll go to their website.
All I know is you tell me I got Leonard Skinner coming, and I get a tribute band with some dopey guy, lead singer in the back going, "I'd like to throw out some shout-outs to the Crystal Chandelier. They know how to take care of you." Woo! Yeah, thanks for coming by.
Foghat is also coming to town. These tickets go on sale tomorrow. They'll be at Gillies. Charlie Daniels coming to Gillies also.
Gillies?
Yeah, they're opening a new Gillies in Dallas. In fact, Mickey Gilly and Johnny Lee are also coming, strangely enough, to Gillies. These tickets all go on sale tomorrow, by the way. Loverboy coming to town, also performing at Gillies. Those tickets on sale go on sale tomorrow, Friday at noon. Quiet Riot coming to Gillies.
Well, where's Gillies?
It's down, I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's down south of downtown.
All right. I'm just asking.
Bill Engvall's coming to the Will Rogers Auditorium. We've had him in before. Those tickets go on sale this weekend. George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. They'll be in Deep Ellum Live October the 2nd. And Mel Till is coming to Southern Junction in Rockwall. There's news and information brought to us by the Secret Bar and Sports Pub, where I will be Friday night from 10 to midnight. And D&M Auto Leasing, where Eddie will be tomorrow from 11:30 to 1:30. I'm J.D. Ryan, live 105.3, The Talk Rock, Texas.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin.
Call Russ now at
214-787-1053.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
Ready to go?
Yep.
What do you got?
Pilot, Joy, and Home Depot.
Your out cue is, we can help.
It's not LASIK, it's Intra-LASIK. Come and discover the Tylock Advantage this Tuesday evening at our free Intra-LASIK seminar at the Tylock Eye Care and Laser Center. Call 972-258-6400 to attend. Joy.net. Quality internet for $6.95 a month. It's fast, reliable, and secure. Internet with no advertising, just clean, straightforward service. Go to www.getjoi.net. The Home Depot is more than a store. It can help you get your lawn and garden ready for winter. Come in and learn how to winterize at Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
Traffic is just horrible. And eastbound 635 is shut down at 75 Central Expressway because of flooding, right smack in the high five. You got traffic backed up across North Dallas to at least 35 Simmons. Southbound 75 is backed up to the George Bush Turnpike, maybe worse. Once you get past that problem on eastbound LBJ, you've got a wreck at Greenville, another one at Plano Road. On the westbound side, wrecks at Jupiter and at Preston. On northbound 75 at Beltline in Richardson, a crash. On westbound 183 at Mockingbird, there's a wreck right by close to you guys. And in Fort Worth on westbound I-30 ramp to northbound 287. An accident reported earlier. They said the freeway was shut down southbound 35 due to an overturned semi, but apparently the semi is a wreck. This also brought to you by BMW Motorcycles. They let you ride now, pay later with zero down, no payments for 90 days, and even make your first free payment. Get 0.9% on certain models. Restrictions apply. See your BMW motorcycle dealer for details. I'm Gail Eisen on Live 105.3, the Talk Rock, Texas.
Thank you, Gail. All right, storms are still blowing through the Dallas area. There's another line coming in from Weatherford, so we'll have a little bit of a break and then some more coming in. 60 for the overnight low tonight, 76 the high tomorrow. Flash flood watch in effect for Dallas County, and we have 73 degrees currently. Live 105.3, the Talk that Rocks, Texas.
So I tell you about the waitress, the way she was pissy when we left?
No.
When I canceled the dinner?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second. Go ahead, Mary.
Hi. I wanted to let you guys know where Gillies is.
Okay.
It's on the 1200 block, 11 or 1200 block of South Lamar. It's down near the old Sears and Roebuck warehouse, which is now the south side on Lamar Loft.
I know what this Sears building is, yeah.
Yeah, it's that big building.
How big is Gillies?
Gillies is 7,000 square feet.
Is it all country bands that go there?
I think they're going to have 4 or 5 when they get through. They're going to have 4 or 5 different venues in there where they'll have rock and country. I'm not positive on all the details on that, but that is what I heard last.
Foghat, Charlie Daniels, Mickey Gilly, Johnny Lee, Loverboy, and Quiet Riot.
Loverboy's coming?
Yeah.
When is Loverboy?
They will be here
Thanks, Mary.
October 18th. Tickets go on sale at noon tomorrow.
I'd like to go see them.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like we're going to get a white trash party.
Sales. Drop the ball.
I don't know.
Okay.
It was all set up, and then it wasn't set up, and Loverboy's ready to go, and Jackal's going to play, and then that ain't set up.
Well, why don't we just make this our little knockoff white trash and just go out there ourselves?
At Gillies?
Yeah. Heck, screw the station if they can't sell it. Let's just say, hey, everybody come out.
When is it?
October the 18th, and I don't know what day that is. It's probably going to be a Saturday or Sunday, obviously. Tickets are $22 to $38.
Wrong with that?
Dollars.
Nothing. Well, you made a face.
Good price. It's been a long time since I bought concert tickets. I didn't realize they were that much.
Isn't that what they cost?
I guess that's what all these are.
All right, then we'll go to that.
Okay. Make the unofficial white trash party.
Yeah.
You want to try to get Mike Reno in here to promote it? Or just have him come out and hang out?
I can come sing again.
Okay.
That was cool last time.
I'll work on it.
I got to see him play at least once.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I have no idea what that Loverboy concert from a year and a half ago was like.
It was great.
Or a year ago. Was it a year?
Yeah.
October of last year?
It was a lot of fun.
I couldn't tell you one song they sang. I remember, I don't even want to see the video. I never in my life do I want to see it. So don't even try.
Okay.
I remember getting there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting out of the limo. I
remember walking through the VIT area. I don't remember anything else.
Nothing? Even having sex with that chick on the way back in front of
I did not have sex with that chick. I did. Did I actually bang her?
No. You had, that's what I was told. I wasn't in the limo.
I wasn't doing the chick.
No, she was.
Oh.
Well, her face?
Resting in your lap.
No, she wasn't.
Looked sleepy.
In front of your wife?
I was trying to block it. I don't know if you remember me sitting in the very middle of the limo.
I don't remember nothing. I really don't. I remember being... Hang on a second. Let me see what I remember. It comes back in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think this was alcohol-related.
Totally alcohol-related.
Alcohol-related, you'd block all of it, wouldn't you?
Mm-mm. It's called a blackout.
It's not a blackout.
It is.
Somebody slipped me something.
No, they didn't. Jack Daniels is what they slipped you.
I remember.
We'll play the audio. Do we have it still?
No, we don't have it. It's gone.
I bet it's not.
It's been erased on my command.
Maybe that'll help you bring back the memory.
I remember... Hang on a second. I don't remember anything on stage. Absolutely nothing. I'm surprised I was standing up.
You were quite entertaining. You were up there jamming with the band most of the set.
I wasn't really up there more than 4 or 5 minutes, was I?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
Playing the air guitar.
Mm-hmm, about a half hour.
Why didn't somebody take me off stage?
Because it's your show. Nobody's gonna...
But do me a favor. If one of you guys was up on stage and you looked like an idiot, I would pull you off. What am I going to do? Even if I got mad, I'm not going to remember it.
Your show. I didn't know at the time that you were not remembering it. I wanted you look like you were having a blast.
I'm sure I was.
You were.
I've seen the pictures.
Mike Reno was laughing. He was along with you.
Well, what's he going to do? Get pissy and push me off stage?
If he didn't want you there, I think he could have made it evident that he wasn't having a good time. But he was. He was laughing, leaning into you. You were leaning into him. Or you didn't have a guitar. In the pimp outfit. And then you kissed him on the mouth.
I didn't kiss him on the mouth.
Okay. The video's wrong then.
It is wrong.
Holding the back of his head.
I wasn't holding the back of his head.
I got that picture. You want to see it?
I know. Because I know it doesn't exist.
It does.
Show me any doctored up crap. Remember the limo? We're walking through the crowd to get to the stage. Everything else is out. I remember getting home.
Yeah.
And I remember banging that chick that night.
So you're sober enough at that point, I guess.
No, if I was that drunk, I wouldn't have. That's exactly why I think of some type of drugs. Because if I was that drunk to where I don't remember anything, I wouldn't have sobered up that quick.
Coming out of the blackout. It happens.
It don't happen.
It does happen. Don't look at me like that.
I remember banging her that night. I remember getting up the next morning, and I remember what happened, and that's what scared me.
Oh, yes. I've had those mornings.
Well, it wasn't a matter of I don't remember what happened. It was I know that if I got that drunk, or if I was that out of it, I don't remember, I know I did something stupid. And I couldn't wait to hear what it was that I did.
That's great.
Then the pictures started coming in. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Play the audio again.
I don't have it.
In a year. We have it somewhere.
Do you have it?
I think I have it in my desk.
What's it on, a mini disc?
I believe so.
Go get it. That's the way we're going to kick off the first day of the fall book.
Yeah. I'm looking here at the radar.
Stop raining yet? Because I'm ready to launch from my ass.
It is. Hold on. There's a big clump over Dallas. North Dallas is really getting it right now. It looks like you got an opening coming, but then there's more out by Weatherford. So you're going to have about a 45-minute to an hour break.
Well,
it may just slow down. It may not stop completely.
I have my welcome fall speech.
Okay.
That I'll read as Eddie's lighting them in my butt. Nice big fanfare to welcome fall, the harvest.
Yes. You love this time of year, don't you?
Yep.
Halloween's coming.
Halloween, birthday, state fair, everything's perfect. Leads into the holidays. I wish every year, all year was fall.
I don't. I like summer, but
summer gets on my nerves. If it was hot for about a month, I'd be cool with that. But for some reason, summer hangs around too long. It's like a house guest.
Any house guest in your house?
Yeah. 3-4 weeks, a nice hot where you lay out and you get to absorb the sun and you that's fine. After that, you become a nuisance. That's exactly the way I look at summer. Yeah, Travis?
Hey, I met you last night at the bar at Three Forks, and let me tell you something. You were an ass. I asked you a couple of questions about the Batmobile. And then
you're the drunk ass. You drunk ass.
I wasn't drunk.
You were drunk. You came in with your buddy drunk. You're lucky I didn't crush you with my great big guns.
Yeah, well, let me tell
Hold on a second. You tell me something in a second. They come in. They come in drunk.
Yeah.
And they come up to the edge of the bar. And yes, you were drunk.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Mm-hmm. Come up to the bar. They ordered two different things. One of them was, and he was adamant. And he said it over and over. I want a single barrel. I want to try a single barrel. And some water. Scotia. All right, so the bartender, because the guy's drunk, doesn't get it all. Mm-hmm. So he gets him out single barrel and a Coke.
God, quit farting.
That's not me.
It is you. Nobody else is in here.
Thunderstorms is coming.
Thunderstorms? Coming out of your butt. Okay.
Where was I?
The single malt and a Coke.
Oh, single barrel and a Coke. And he goes, I said water. Scotia. And Dan's waiting in the bar. Mm-hmm. And he goes, hey, who's Batmobile? And about the time that I looked at Dan, I went, and he goes, and points right over at me. Great. And then Ding, are you still there?
Yeah.
And then Ding Dong here starts asking 100 different questions about the car. I was nice to you. I was nice to you in the beginning.
I only asked you two questions.
You asked me, they never ended. And then finally you got to the question of, well, why the Batmobile? Why the Batmobile? I wanted the car. It was for sale. So finally I just turn around and I start talking to somebody else.
You don't have to worry about me bothering you again.
Good.
You're just not worth what you think.
Yes, I am. I'm worth that and you more.
Did they say anything or get mouthy?
He just started talking to his buddy. They were talking to somebody else that worked there. So kind of using them as a distraction. He just kept going on and on and on. Where'd you get it? How much was it? Why the Batmobile? I was nice to you in the beginning. You just kept going on and on.
You get something like that, people are going to ask you questions about it.
Well, you got a couple of answers. Why can't you just stop there?
Well,
and I'm sitting there. I'm talking to the waitress, trying to work her.
I understand.
And then Otis and Andy, they come in. I knew it was going to be a pain in the ass as soon as he kept over and over repeating the same thing. Single barrel on water. It's a special water. Just kind of okay. Drunk ass.
Nothing worse than drunk just asking questions over and over and over because they've forgotten they asked it.
Punk. And as soon as Dan pointed over at me, it's like, what are you doing?
He wanted to get him off of him.
The hell did his friend order? Something else stupid. And both of them were adamant about it. It's like, dude, you guys are drunk. They could pour you monkey urine, and you're not going to notice the difference. Just drink it and go on. You're going to yak it anyway. No, but it had to be single barrel, and it's just a special water. Gosh. Is this it? Drunk ass punks. Lucky for you, I didn't squash you with my humongous guns. Ugh.
Let's play it.
I can't.
Why?
If this were you, would you like to hear it?
If it was me, you'd have played it every day since.
Not the question.
No, I wouldn't like to hear it. No.
Thank you.
God.
I don't know what I'm more pissed off about. The fact that I sound like a complete idiot or I missed the concert.
They're coming back.
That's all the audio we have.
No, there's more on there.
I really can't. I can't listen to this.
You're trying to bring Mike back up. And he weren't coming up.
First of all, this sounds a lot worse than it is because you can't actually hear the crowd and you don't get the emotion of the moment where everybody's into it and there were people there, right?
There were people there, yes.
Everybody was screaming.
They were screaming.
And excitement. This mic, you don't hear the actual crowd cheering and everything's going on.
Right. And
let's see, do I have crowd noise?
Some color fillers. Wait. No.
Kill Whitey.
Please.
I can't find it.
It's the...
Okay.
Turn over here.
No, it's not in there. Stop it.
Forgot I had that. Screw it. Or maybe, really?
Just play.
I'd rather we did.
Come on.
There's nothing in this for you.
Yes, there is.
No entertainment value here at all.
I think there is. I was there, I remember.
Why didn't somebody come get me off stage?
You weren't. You were having a great time.
Does it sound like I'm cognizant of what's going on here? All I can do right now is identify the band.
Well, I'm not going to come up there and yank you down.
That will be a standing order.
Rob was standing on stage to make sure you didn't hurt yourself. He was.
Well, that should tell you something in itself. If I have to have somebody assigned to me to watch me so I don't hurt myself, I shouldn't be up on stage.
Your show. Ain't nobody gonna
This is the way you've got me back, isn't it?
I got you. No,
you left me up there. You left me to swing. That's exactly what this is. It took me a year to figure this out. That's why you guys left me up there. It's not because you're my friend and you think I'm okay.
You wouldn't do that.
I'll be damned.
No.
I can't believe it took me this long to finally get a grip on that. That's why you left me up there. No. All right, this is what he gets for making fun of my head and giving me grief with my girlfriend and all the other stuff. I'm going to leave him up there and act like an ass until he vomits on somebody.
Play the audio. It gets better. Actually, the lover boy was one of the best. Screaming for Mike Reno to come back.
Here he comes! What happened there?
I don't know. You were just screaming, just guttural.
Did I fall down?
No.
Sound like I fell.
You didn't fall.
This would be a lot funnier if it was somebody else.
I know. You were screaming up the intro, I think.
Oh, trying to hit the post?
Here he is.
Yeah. One last scream right before the vocals start.
Right.
All right. Well, now I understand.
I think there's another track on there even.
Is there? You left me up there.
No.
You left me up there to swing.
Wouldn't do that.
That's exactly what it was.
I wouldn't. You're not your friend, buddy.
Now it makes sense.
See.
Now it makes sense. You look fine up there.
You were having fun.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't wait to get home and watch the video.
Go. All right.
Come on. Let it go.
How long is this cut? All right, I'm going to play this start to finish.
Okay.
And I'm taking my headphones off.
No.
I don't want to hear this.
You're trying to have them scream and bring him back.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Scream. Go. They can't hear you.
What's wrong with me?
You're having a wonderful evening. You're having fun. It was your party. We look forward to this.
You left me up there to hang like a drunk monkey.
No,
God, you think I was sucking it straight out of the casket.
Whatever.
What else think they store whiskey in?
Oh, yes.
Barrels. Need a break? I'll tell you what, as we go into this break, let's go outside and we'll light the bottle rockets. You got the thing loaded up? You have everything you need?
Yeah, I just got to get a lighter real quick.
All right, get a lighter, open up a phone line, feed it into the hotline.
Radar shows you're going to have a break here in just a minute.
Go out there now. It's not raining that hard. Go ahead, Chad.
Okay, it's time we came clean, Russ. You told me you were doing it just to entertain everybody. It was a big hose. The drunk stuff. Remember?
He's trying to save you.
I understand. It's not even an easy way out. I mean, it's not even a believable way out.
No.
Thanks.
Not by that all you.
I'm telling you, it was some type of drug.
Mm-hmm. We had you tested.
We don't know that they tested me for everything.
Okay. There was somebody beside you at all times, and there was no one able to slip you anything. It's just alcohol. That happens.
Why did it take that night to happen?
I don't know.
Why is it never happens when I'm, in a small group? Somebody slipped me something. I don't care. And it comes out of your, and it gets out of your system in the course of 1 or 2 days.
Mm-mm. Nope.
How come it hasn't happened since? Never happened before?
You were excited. You had adrenaline pumping. You were waiting for the show. It had been a big day. You'd started drinking at about 3 o'clock on the air. Had him in here. We'd been drinking all day.
You're going to have to come over here and run the board.
Okay. And just have to show me which one to fire off if and when you go.
It'll be this one right here.
Okay.
You've run boards before.
I just don't know this board, so I never stand over here.
That one right there.
Okay.
Let me see. Check on Eddie. Eddie?
Yes?
Are you already outside?
I'm right at the door.
You have everything you need?
Yep.
All right. I'm coming.
Hello?
Hello.
All right.
Hey, your mic does sound different than mine. It's weird.
What?
Your mic sounds different than mine.
Yeah, and I've been telling you that.
I know.
Okay, where do you want to launch these? Over this way? All right.
Still raining?
It's a light drizzle.
Okay.
You be able to light these in the rain? Yeah. All right. Because I ain't leaving my ass that long. Still hear me all right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Let's get behind this van so I can drop my drawers.
I'm not going to say anything until unless you start breaking up or something.
Oh, all right. Hold on, I got to get my drawers down. God, I'm going to stand behind the dumpster. Traffic can see me.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to keep that turkey pan on my butt? The rockets will hold it in place until they take off. All right, hold on. Turn around. Sorry. You still there?
I'm here.
All right. Those are big sticks. Put them both down a little bit. I can't get both those in. Sharp? No, well, not sharp. Just kind of
Can I round it off?
Yeah, that's all right. I can get both of those. I can get both of those. All right, hang on. Oh, great. Here comes the receptionist.
I know.
Why don't you tell me, how you doing? Nice to see you.
I know.
Ain't nothing like having your ass in the air.
I know. Shauna walked out the other day with mine, my pants all the way down from our business office.
All right. You're not going to stay out here, are you? Are you leaving? Okay, could you hurry? Because I don't want to... I'm shy. Normally I stick things in my ass in private. All right. Let her drive off and then we'll launch these.
Okay. I'll just entertain. Good.
What?
I'll just entertain the listeners with some stuff here on the mini disc.
All right, here we go. Let me get these. Eddie, I'm going to have to hold these with my hand.
Okay.
Because it sticks.
Turn it away.
I'll tell you when I'm ready. Hang on. You still there?
I'm here. We're listening.
All right.
Phone sounds great.
All right. As we begin the fall ratings period today, it's my official speech.
Okay.
We also welcome fall. Yes. Welcome fall. Welcome, welcome. Stick it in my butt right here. We celebrate autumn and the changes that approach. A change in colors. Ouch! Sorry.
I know, he wiggles them.
A cooler change. A time to move closer together. A time when nature displays her majestic beauty. I got it. I can hold it like that. Oh, welcome fall, welcome, welcome. I launched these rockets from my anus as a symbol of a new season together. A time to warm ourselves. A time to dream. To embrace all the blessings that are important. A time to harvest our blessings. Okay. Mm-hmm. I launched these rockets from my anus to remind us... Go ahead and light the rockets, Eddie. Mm-hmm. From my anus to remind us of all the freedoms that we hold dear. Our rights, our privacy, our privileges, our freedoms. Freedoms of which we take... My ass is on fire! Help me!
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
Don't.
It is.
Give me that face. It's not.
Do I need both of these? The antiseptic and the burn?
I figured you would. You don't get infected.
It's not burned.
Look at this.
I don't want to see your butt again. I've seen it. Let me.
Well, I didn't have to stick. I didn't stick it right in the portal because the two sticks I couldn't.
I see it. That's not a blister. That's not a blister.
Right,
quit showing me. Yes, I see it. I know. It's not a blister. It's just red.
Spray this on.
I'm not going to spray you. Spray you.
I can't reach it.
Do they? You sure you want this stuff on there?
I need the antibiotic.
All right.
Wait.
I'm just going to point and then you pull them down. I don't want to spray it. Okay?
Yeah.
There you go. There.
Yeah, that's nice try. Now I want you to spray my back this time.
Oh. I don't want to see it.
Well, then just give it to me.
Keep moving.
Ass.
I want to see your ass. See it enough as it is.
What is this burn stuff?
You don't need that.
It burns.
It's not. Quit showing me. It's not.
What's that?
It's not. It's a burn. How could you be hitting it? Quit. I don't want to see that part of it either.
The flames came through the roasting pan.
I see that.
Where the holes were in.
I can see this burned. Yeah.
It didn't penetrate the roasting pan, where he had to stick the holes through the roasting pan.
Right.
That's what it came through.
Yeah, it did.
And look how it's pitted right there around the edges.
That's a mess. All right, I got you a little bit. It didn't blister.
I can't buckle my pants.
Yeah, leave them open for a while. It'll heal quick.
This the audio?
Yes.
So I'd like to point out to Trey, nothing is beneath anybody on the show.
Speaking of Trey, he sent me a link to Gillies. We were talking about Gillies a while ago. He sent me a link via email.
Studio email or your own private?
The studio email. No, I'm sorry, private.
Send back a response that says that's private email is for employee use only. Discontinue using this for employee use only.
He's trying to help from home. He helped yesterday, too. And you were an ass. I forgot to bring that up.
Why?
Because he and I are instant messaging back and forth about it. He's trying to help from home, not getting paid to do it, I might add. And I'm going out of the back.
Well, first of all, I didn't tell him to produce at home. Tell him to produce a brother. Since he's got all the free... Since he's got all the free time.
Why do you do that? You're such an ass to him.
Why?
He's trying to help. And you come over here on my instant message and go, no more instant messaging. This is private use only. Or employee use only. And he thinks it came from me.
God. He's living at home with his mom?
I know.
Make that some productive time.
Leave him alone. He's trying.
It's too late to try.
It's not.
What do you mean I'm being an ass to him?
You're just being an ass. He's trying. He's trying, even from home, not getting paid.
I didn't tell him to keep working.
Well, I know. That's the point. You didn't tell him. He's still...
Okay, so why does that make me an ass? He's suspended. I don't care what he does with his free time.
I know. He misses the show.
Well, he can miss it all he wants. Maybe he can compensate.
How?
His baby brother.
No. Quit. If he comes back, isn't it time to lighten up on him just a little?
Absolutely not. In fact, it's going to get worse. That's what he gets for using his real name.
That's true. Well, I mean, you use your real name. I don't think he thought it was going to be like it has been. It's gluing hair to him, shooting rockets at him in a closet, putting a rocket coat on him.
I don't believe I made any promises.
Shooting things off his head, tying him up, duct taping him.
So?
Take a gun.
Well,
just saying.
It's all part of radio.
It's not.
It is.
He's just had a lot in a very short time.
Can't help him.
Okay.
Now he's got some free time to think about it.
Cut his desk in half. Eddie Duke's on his desk.
Okay.
Same.
He's got all this free time.
Yeah.
But you just start a family.
He'd have to get married first.
No, you don't. It's a perfect place to start a family.
All right.
He's already living at home.
Quit. Just let it go. Please.
Hey, your nipples look like mine.
Why must you torture him?
I don't know.
Okay.
My nipples are Twinkies.
All right.
You still there?
I'm here. We're listening.
All right.
Phone sounds great.
All right. As we begin the fall ratings period today, this is my official speech.
Okay.
We also welcome fall.
How long before the rocket go off?
It's about a minute in.
All right, I'll just scooch past. Even though it's a dandy speech.
It's a great speech.
Welcome fall.
When you say welcome, welcome.
You want to hear that?
Yeah.
All right.
Small town mayor.
We also welcome fall. Yes. Welcome fall. Welcome, welcome. kick at my butt right here. We celebrate autumn and the changes that approach. A change in colors. Ow!
That's why he stuck the sharp end into my butt.
He likes to
he wiggles them.
A cooler change. A time to move closer together. A time when...
And I'm reading this, and I'm bent over just like this, like a human V.
Uh-huh.
Nature displays her majestic beauty. I got it. I can hold it like that. Oh, welcome, fall, welcome, welcome. I launched these rockets from my anus as a symbol of a new season together. A time to warm ourselves. A time to dream. To embrace all the blessings that are important. A time to harvest our blessings. Okay.
We had to twist the sticks up where I held it with my crack instead.
I understand.
There was too many. It's too heavy.
Yes.
It's not a muscle I've been working on.
I understand.
I launched these rockets from my anus to remind us... Go ahead and light the rockets, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
From my anus to remind us of all the freedoms that we hold dear. Our rights, our privacy, our privileges, our freedoms. Freedoms of which we take... My ass is on fire! Stay on me! Stay on me!
I don't understand what I was saying.
You were saying pee on me. My ass is on fire. Pee on me. Yes, you were.
Go back and listen.
Those things,
yeah.
You haven't seen one of these launch, have you? You saw the smaller ones.
Yeah, the smaller ones. You saw the smaller one on me.
You have no idea what kind of heat comes out of those, even with that turkey roaster he stuck to protect me.
Really?
And then some flames came through the actual hole.
Yeah. You probably got burned when they took off and no longer covered by the pan.
No, because it was all kind of centered right here.
Oh.
Go ahead and light the rockets, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
From my anus to remind us of all the freedoms that we hold dear. Our rights, our privacy, our privileges, our freedoms. Freedoms of which we take... My ass is on fire! Stay on me! Stay on me! Frank!
Welcome, fall.
Yes. It's going to be a good one. Welcome.
We do for news?
You'd like, yeah.
All right. Now I got to do my creatine. It's almost 6 o'clock.
I know.
I was looking at myself in the mirror again today. I don't think I'm going to be ready on the 4th.
Yes, you will.
I really don't. There's no really... I see if I flex just right and the light hits just right, you can see a little bit of my abs.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
And I only got 2 weeks left.
You never had any... as far as being cut, if you want to be like one of those guys in the magazine with the...
I'd like to be able to tell that I've been working out for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Well, they're pushing you. I go by and watch you every night.
I don't know if I'm going to do it now.
Yes, you are. We still got 2 weeks.
What's going to happen in 2 weeks?
That's when they put the big push on, and you'll be all pumped up. I could tell a big difference in your arms. I really can.
O'Malley was making fun of me the other day.
For what?
Well, I walked into the office and he goes, well, the creatine ain't working. What?
I didn't say that. I said it has been working and it's noticeable.
Oh. Well, you know what? Since it's burned, why don't you go ahead and come back here and lick it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Yes, you are.
I'll give it another week.
Okay.
If I see anything in a week, then I'm in for sure.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
See what this guy wants before we start news. Yeah, Jason?
Hey, man, I was wondering why you guys are playing good cop, bad cop with Trey there. This show is all about insulting people and hurting people's feelings, so why are you trying to stick up for him?
I'm not sticking up for him.
I am.
Why are you sticking up for him?
Because I like him. He's a nice guy, and you are really...
All right, why is it the rules are that... Jason's right. Why are the rules different for him?
Some people say goodbye when they hang up. Why are the rules different for him than what they are for us? Is anybody exempt from anything? No. We've done stuff to everybody.
That is true, but I think he just got to the point where he's gotten a lot more than us. And
well, that's because he's catching up. Just because he started on this show, and this will be the last time I say this, just because he started on this show does not mean he gets the same luxury that we're all afforded. He doesn't get the same prestige. Mm-hmm. That doesn't come along. You're the producer. Just produce. Worry about that. One of the first things out of his mouth, I'll be damned. One of the first things out of his mouth was, I want to go up to the station and learn how to talk on the mic. Why don't you learn how to produce, and then we'll do the other mic stuff? I should have popped him right there.
Well, that's bad.
That's my fault. That's where I went against my gut, and I should have just popped it, and that'd have been the end of it. We'll learn how to talk on the mic. Then the virtual guys from a virtual U came up.
Right.
Well, you can't really see my face in the background. I don't give a good... He's more worried about that and making sure that the show gets off on time. Or everything's handled.
I know.
And he guesses. This is not the show where you guess. Was a lot of pressure because I'm using my real name. That's your own fault. I told you to use your real name.
True.
Tell you exactly what he was thinking. Well, I'm going to come into this. It's going to be a prestigious job. I was a football jock. Big man in college. Went to college. Got a degree. Made 6 figures in real estate. Let's step right on into this. Next thing he knows, he's gluing monkey hair to his body.
I see the method of your madness. I understand.
What's my method?
Just to break him into this business. Understand that it's not real estate. It's not like any other job. And we've all done degrading things.
Yes.
All of us over the years, 20 plus years.
Disgusting things.
Lots of them. He's just had them all jammed into 9 months. And I don't think he thought it was going to be that bad.
Oh, well.
I didn't think, and dropping his pants, I think, was the final straw.
We just did it.
I know.
Both of us did it. I had 2 rockets in there, and now I got to burn.
It's just a little red spot.
It hurt.
I'm sure it did.
You know it's got to hurt if I'm asking somebody to whiz.
Yes, to whiz on you.
You know how big of a help Eddie is in a situation like that. I'd have a better chance of bending it back between my own legs.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Who's on the hot before I take this?
It's Larry North.
What does he want?
I think he's going to give you some information on how they're going to trim you up the last couple of weeks.
All right, put him on hold. Hey, Francis. Hi, Larry.
Hey, Russ, what's going on?
I don't know. What are you going to tell me about the last 2 weeks?
Well, are we at that point now?
I don't know.
Yes.
No, we've got about 3 weeks, I guess. Just basically...
Well, hang on a second. What's today?
This is the 17th.
All right, we have until October 4th.
October 4th, and then we should do the photo shoot the following week.
Okay, but my concern is October 4th, not the photo shoot.
Right, because that's a live entertainment.
And people are going to take pictures of that, and it's going to be on the web, and a lot of people are going to see that as well. What's going to happen over the next 2 weeks?
Basically, I wouldn't change much, except I would eat as clean as possible. So this last 2 weeks, I would really reduce, if not eliminate, the alcohol. And definitely would not eat past your last meal after your last workout.
Hold on a second. All right, so wait a minute. Don't eat after I work out?
No, eat that meal after your workout, but then don't eat anything past that.
Okay, well, I haven't been doing that at all.
Okay.
All right.
And you've been cutting your carbs out after about 4 or 5 o'clock?
I have carbs. In fact, I'm about to have a medium baked potato here when we take this next break for the workout at 7.
Now, I hear you're getting leaner, and I hear you're getting more muscular. I hear you're getting more, like the veins are starting to show a little bit.
Where are you getting all this?
What's that?
Where are you getting all this?
From people at work.
Oh.
Your work.
Okay.
Hey, by the way, you were right. Three Forks was awesome. We had a really good time.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it there. It's great.
They treat you nicely.
Yeah.
Like a rock star.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Mm-hmm.
So how's everything else going? JD, have you been working out or no? Or did you drop off?
He ain't doing nothing.
I am in the mornings, just not as severely.
I didn't see you at Three Forks.
No, it was. I was informed it was a guy's night out only, and I had plans with my girlfriend.
Okay.
So she wasn't welcome.
In other words, she was not going to allow you to go out.
That's exactly what it was.
No.
She wouldn't let him come.
No.
She wouldn't let you come.
It was my choice.
It wasn't your choice.
It most certainly was.
You have no choice.
Friday and Saturday.
You can't control your woman. She won't do as you command.
What?
I don't know.
Fridays and Saturdays we spend together. She lives out of town, so.
And how often do we see Larry?
I can see Larry anytime.
Well, when?
Well,
we ragged on you for at least an hour.
Well,
yes.
I'm sorry. I made plans. I invited her earlier in the week.
Nobody told you could invite her.
I assumed it was a dinner with...
Well, you can assume all you want. You can't just...
JD, my wife came at about 11 o'clock.
I knew it. I knew it. You told me he was bringing his brother.
He did bring...
You liar.
He met my wife and her good-looking friend.
So it was a guy's night out.
It was a guy's night out.
What, with his wife? Because you don't have a date.
She showed up when it was over.
Hey, JD.
Yes.
Shut up, Larry.
JD.
Nobody cares about you anymore.
No, listen, JD.
Why don't you go feed?
The ladies, actually, I was surprised.
The ladies?
They think Russ is hot.
She brought a friend.
Okay.
You should see Larry's wife.
I've seen pictures. She's very lovely.
Yes, she is.
Very hot.
She's hot.
Mm.
Anyway, they showed up. They were out doing something. It was a girls' night out.
So they had something to do.
And they showed up after we were done eating.
Joey had nothing else to do.
Well, I can't help that. I can't plan her event.
I planned her event.
I don't even talk about it.
Okay.
All right, so the next 2 weeks I'm going to see... All right...
Also, too, you're probably going to see them increase your intensity a little bit.
I've already seen that.
Yeah, I know. And they're going to probably gradually keep doing that because normally, after the fact, you'll just be in more of a regular routine. But remember, we're getting you in shape for jumping on stage and jumping in front of a camera without clothes.
I got it.
You're doing great. You're going to look really good. And then the last 3 days, we might sort of manipulate a little bit of your water intake just to get rid of the water underneath your skin so that you look really lean the day of the deal.
How do you manipulate your water?
It's just we'll show you as we get closer to it.
Oh, is this some kind of drug thingy?
Not at all. Absolutely not. It depends how lean and how much water retention you want to lose. And if you,
I'm not going to have to.
I'm going to have to take a look at you to see how, in a couple, 2-3 days out, I need to see how lean you are, and then I'll give you a realistic perspective on how lean you could be the day of the deal.
Well, what can you do in 3 days?
It depends how lean you get. You'd be surprised. Well, let me ask you this.
This don't sound safe.
Wait, how much damage could you do in 3 days?
A lot.
Right. So therefore, you reverse that, and in 3 days, believe it or not, you could actually see some progress depending on how lean you are 3 days out.
I'm not going to have to starve 3 days out.
No, not at all.
All right.
Not at all. No, you're doing great. You're right on schedule. I would have liked to have had 2 or 3 more weeks notice, but that's neither here nor there. I think that you're going to look as good as you could have looked in the 6.5, 7 weeks that you had to get prepared.
Mm. And they maybe throw cardio in the morning.
Right, which, by the way, JD, think about this. Remember the first conversation I had with you guys? I'm not changing my diet. I'm eating Boca burgers and salads. You can't get me to change. I will not do cardio, and I'm only lifting weights 3 times a week.
I know.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, and he's changed quite a bit.
He's lifting weights 4 to 5 times a week. And he goes, remember,
5.
I won't go to the gym. He's gone to the gym. He's increased his weight training. He's eating 4 or 5, sometimes 6 meals.
Don't you have a wagon to pull or something?
Cardio.
Well, you brought the gym to us, which made it better. But yeah, he's done the cardio and he's done it 5 days a week. You're right.
I drove out to the South Lake place.
Oh, that's right.
He's sort of into this.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And hang on a second. You say we got a break? Do you still want to go off on Dr. Phil?
I would like to make a few comments if you'll allow me to.
Do you have time to hang on?
Yes.
All right. We got to take a break, then we'll come back, and Larry's going to cuss for us. Mm-hmm. This will be fun.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show. Call Russ, who's impervious to all that surrounds him. Now, 214-787-1053.
Why don't dance that way? At least not on stage, please.
They're going to expect it now.
No.
That's going to be the first thing that they're going to want to see on stage is how I've been dancing in the studio for the past 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay. But then you have a real routine.
Perhaps. Katana said she'd come up and show me some stuff.
She'd be the perfect one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got Larry on the phone. All right, why are you pissed off at Dr. Phil?
Well, it's not that I'm pissed off, and I have to give a little bit of a disclaimer because you know this guy is a pretty powerful guy. His former business was working in the court system. He's got the Oprah connection, and even if I were to say something that, everything I'm going to say is absolutely 100% the truth, they'll come after me. They'll slap a lawsuit on me in 2 seconds, and they'll look to make my life miserable. That is a fact. And plus, I don't want to ruin a 20-year relationship with his literary agent, who's a dear friend of mine. Having said that,
I think it's too late because I shared some of this on the air already. But go ahead.
What's that?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, but here's the deal. Bottom line is, Jay, his son who went to SMU, worked out in our club with our most decorated trainer. No big deal. My wife actually cooked low-fat food for his entire family for months, so the whole family could lose weight together. That's not that big a deal. It's good. It's good for Mel. It was a great relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, his wife,
Mel's his wife.
very nice, by the way, called me up one day and says that her doctor told her to call me. I said, well, why was that? She goes, she can't lose the last 10 pounds. She's tried all these other trainers, all these other methods. She's going to Hollywood. She's doing the Hollywood thing. Please help. Happy to do it. I come to her home. I spend 3.5 hours there. I give her one of my books, and I leave. 2 weeks later, I follow up. I say, Robin, how you doing? She goes, Larry, you're not going to believe this. I've tried everything known to mankind to lose this weight. The body fat shed off my body. That's great. Wonderful. Well, guess what? Dr. Phil gets his own show. Ends up hiring some people locally as some production people that quit pretty quickly because he's pretty hard to work for, apparently. But I wanted to...
So you almost don't even have to hear the end of this story because you know where it's going to go.
I know where it's going. Real quickly.
Now, go ahead. We can hear it.
Wanted to be on the show. And what did he say? He didn't say it, but his production people said, sorry, he wants to come out with his own book. And then I see him on Dateline, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you guys. He's a little overweight. Now, Richard Simmons can get away with being overweight. Dr. Phil shouldn't be able to get away with being overweight. And the reason is his bad knee and bad hip. That's what they said on the show. I'm like, what? I could get that sucker lean in 2 months. So anyways, the bottom line is I'm a little irritated.
Yes, he's bitter.
He's
a very bitter mule.
No. Because I wish everybody success. I'm like, my gosh, stick to a subject, but stay out of this territory because you can copy the message, but you're not going to copy the messenger. Ain't that right?
There you go. I saw him on an interview, and he literally said these words, this is one of those do as I say, not as I do issues. I mean, really?
What?
He actually said that.
You got to be kidding me.
No, actually, that was a national interview.
Oh, wait. Here's the other thing.
Here he goes.
Hey, JD, have I not been doing this a long time?
Oh, forever, yeah.
And you met some of my testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
Was there not a true just connection? I mean, these people, you know, the thing is, people that are overweight know that I sort of, you have to be sympathetic. You have to use kid gloves. You can't be browbeaten and calling people fat and telling people, you loser, you don't care about yourself enough. That's why that you're not getting in shape. And that's his style. And
ain't nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that style.
That's the style.
If you want to be successful in weight loss, it won't work. Because the fat people or overweight people alienate you. When he did the Oprah Winfrey show, you guys, he did a little study with like 3 people from the audience that they selected to lose weight. None of them lost weight, and he freaked out. He blamed them, not the system. So,
well, you know what? But here's the thing, Larry. Honest, he could have been right.
About what?
It could have been them. You've said before, you got to want to do this or it's not going to work. You can have all the coaching, you can have all the resources in the world at your fingertips, and if you don't want it, it ain't going to happen.
But you know what? At the end of the day, though, you can't, as in my position, I'm not supposed to be upset. If you don't care, I don't care.
Were you ever fat?
Absolutely.
I didn't know.
My mother was one of the founding members of Overeaters Anonymous, you guys. I grew up in a lifestyle. I mean, I don't just do this just because I chose to, I did choose to do it, but I, in a sense, feel like I was chosen to do it.
Well, how fat did you get?
Man, I was up to 265, 270 at one time, and I had like a 41-inch waist. I was the fat kid that always had to buy the Husky clothing, and I used to get embarrassed going to wear that stuff. And bottom line, I was fat. My mom was overweight her whole life. She was the fattest kid in the neighborhood, and I saw the pain. And in fact, if he ever talked to my mother the way he talked to his other, that's where the sensitivity part comes in. As I saw my mother, her whole life in her neighborhood, she was known as Fat Bevy, not as her real name, Beverly. And it's a painful thing for a lot of people. You know, so, yeah, anyway, I don't want to, make it too big of an issue over it, because at the end of the day, many people are successful in this category, and I wish them the best.
No, you don't. You're a very angry man.
I'll tell you what.
You're very angry, you're very bitter, very jealous.
People, that's a good thing. But I really don't think that his style will carry over very long unless he changes it.
I don't think. You mean the psychology, the counseling part, or the diet part?
Beating the crap out of people if they're not successful.
I'm sorry, 24 years, I'm still going.
Yeah, he's still doing it, but you're not a motivational person.
Yeah, you're right.
You're here to entertain, not to motivate.
Yeah, but who cares at the end of the day, right?
Well, it's just odd. I'll say that I went to Walmart and they have a separate little stand for his books. It's just odd to see his fat ass on the front of a diet book.
It's already sold 500,000 copies.
No doubt. He could write about spit and it would sell right now because he's so hot.
Absolutely. He could write about, rock and roll and it would be a bestseller.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all very angry and jealous. And we all wish him the worst.
Yeah, we do.
It's like this. You worked your whole life to just, you know what the part that made me angry? None of it, except for the fact that they refused to have me on his show, knowing that he knows that I'm good at what I do, and that breaks the whole Oprah mold, because didn't Oprah have him on because he was good at what he does?
Yeah. And you could have even gone on and just validated his book.
Absolutely.
And, of course, you pitched all your crap.
But anyway.
Larry works it anywhere we go. We went to dinner that night, and he's pitching Rick Stein at Three Forks. Do you guys ever have speakers come in here? He's working the room right there.
He's good.
But you know what? He does stick. He sticks to what he talks about, because when we had dinner, and it was a Friday night, he could have, gotten whatever, but he had a steak and no carbs. A lot of vegetables.
No butter on the steak.
Yeah, I mean, he was adamant, very anal about everything. He had to go over the thing a couple of times with Brandon just to make sure that he got it.
But I was friendly, though.
No, I mean, you weren't an ass to him. No. But you're very adamant about this has got to have this, and I don't want this cooked with this, and blah, 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 and they had it all for him.
Right. I ate red meat because red meat's on the program, and I had a couple cocktails, right?
Yeah, a couple.
I actually got a little tipsy.
Yeah. That's when he started doing his Francis the Mule impersonation.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Hey, you guys, I know you got a show to do. Thanks for having me on. But, Russ, I'll see you in a week or two. I want to come up and watch you work out a couple times.
Oh, okay.
All right, man.
All right.
God bless you guys.
Bye. See you later.
Larry North.
Of LarryNorth.com.
He was just twisted that night.
I can understand that.
Hey, Dr. Phil. He eats funny, too.
You think everybody eats funny?
He eats funnier than you.
That's bad.
Yeah, it is.
And the wives did show up.
No, his wife showed up. We decided we weren't going to go anywhere else. He wanted to go someplace else and just, make a night of the thing. And went, I got to get up in the morning. I got to go work out with Kevin, so I can't go. So he said, well, we'll just finish stuff off here. I'll call Mel. They'll come meet us. And that's the way it did. It wasn't a wives thing after all.
Okay.
Kevin was there by himself. I was by myself. Larry came.
Okay.
So, no, I didn't lie to you.
Okay.
What is it, Ronnie?
Well, buddy, I was going to ask Larry if he had a policy against personal trainers dating clients, but...
Why? What do you care?
Well, I was just wondering if you were going out with the chick, or you asked
I'm not taking her out. She was too wiggy about the whole thing.
She wasn't wiggy.
Yes, she was.
She was cautious.
She just looked at me. It looked like it was going to be a pain, or she got in a position that she should have said, well, I have plans for Thursday, so I'm just going to let it go.
She had an easy out. She's already told you she's her boyfriend. She had an easy out. No, she's just cautious. Think of all the things that could go wrong.
What's going to go wrong? I just said, when we're done, do you want to go to eat? It ain't no big deal.
She doesn't know you off the air. She hears what she hears on the air. All right. And if I was her, that shows that she's smart. She didn't go, yes. She went, let me think this through. What are the possibilities that could happen?
There are no possibilities.
Yes, there are.
We're just going to eat.
Dating you can be dangerous.
I'm not dating her. I just asked her, do you want to go to eat?
Going on a date.
We're just eating.
It's dating. It's a date.
Is it on or off?
I'm not going.
That's twice this week you've been not going.
Well, the other one was a chick's fault. Yeah. No, this one's her fault, too. I got to go. Don't you have something not to be doing?
I'm doing it.
Yeah. Somebody suggested Ronnie as the new producer.
Oh, yeah. Saw that.
I don't even know where to go with that one. Can we do news here? All right. You ready to go?
Sure.
La-da-da-da. 625, J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. It's brought to us this time by D&M Auto Leasing, where tomorrow Eddie will be there from 11:30 to 1:30. This is the one in Addison, by the way, 15051 East Beltwood in Addison. Food from Quiznos. Drop by and see Eddie at D&M Auto Leasing. And I'll be at the Secret Bar and Sports Pub tomorrow night, 10 to midnight. Party goes on all night. I'll have tickets to Southwest Airlines. That is the Secret Bar and Sports Pub, Lower Greenville, tomorrow night.
Oh, the waitress thing I didn't tell you from earlier.
Right.
All right, because we were just talking about Randy, and that reminded me. We went to see her at Champs, and then afterwards we go to that other place. I was going to get something to eat.
Yeah.
Took her forever, the chick at the other place, to get me. I didn't get anything. No salad, no nothing. I needed to eat pretty quick. Kevin warned me when we left, you work out, you got to go get your dinner and a few carbs in there. Sure. You got to go.
They took forever.
Took forever. I had ordered chicken and whatever else. We got our drinks. Mm-hmm. I paid for it, and finally I just said, we got to go. When she goes back over to the bar to take the money over there, she's bitching to them because I didn't tip on the entire meal. I just tipped on what we got.
You're kidding.
Absolutely.
The place was empty, and it took you 20 minutes not to get us out.
And she wanted me to tip on the food that I canceled. So not only was I going to pay for the tip of the two drinks that we had, then I was supposed to pay for the chicken and the broccoli and all the other stuff.
That's ridiculous.
I didn't even know what the...
That's ridiculous. That's why the place is empty. Must be bad managers that hire bad waitresses.
Yeah. She's lucky I don't figure out what the tip is pre-tax.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to tip on tax?
You tip on the whole thing. You tip on the... Yes.
Well, why am I tipping on the tax?
You just tip on the total. The final total.
Why wouldn't it be pre-tax? Why am I tipping the government?
Tip if you want. You're tipping the waitress on the whole amount. Tip pre-tax if you like.
Was there anything wrong with that?
It's kind of cheesy, but...
Why?
It just is. Why not just tip on the whole thing? It's so much easier.
I'm not tipping on the tax. Why would I tip on tax? That's stupid. In fact, the more that I think about it, the more retarded that is.
It's like saying I'm going to only tip on what it really cost them to make this food.
No. I'm tipping retail. Why do I got to tip on the tax?
You just do.
I'm going to start figuring my tips pre-tax.
Oh, God.
I should have gone back in there and taken what I left her away from her.
Yeah, you bet you get her taken back. Well, give it to me. She was slow and...
You're right. Yeah, she was stupid. Yeah. And the place was empty.
Nobody there, and it took, like I said, 20 minutes not to get food.
And 3 doors down, you got Champs, a place that is packed. So packed, you can't walk without hitting somebody.
Food is flying out.
Yeah, so that should tell you something.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, Terry?
You don't tip on tax.
See? Don't tip on tax.
Okay.
Don't tip on the tax. Unless you just got money to blow.
Says who?
Terry.
Well, who is Terry?
Service industry.
See, you are? Are you a waiter?
Not anymore. It used to be.
See? If anybody was going to say it, Terry was going to say it.
Okay.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
I never calculated down to the dime anyway. I just get close to, if it's good service, they get 20% of it.
Well, then just look at the total before they add the tax and then tip on that. Okay. You can still do 20% of that.
Okay. If I got good service, I don't mind tipping.
I don't mind tipping either. And I don't mind rewarding somebody. Yes, Tanya?
You're absolutely right. I never thought about that. Tipping on the retail price, not the tax. Why would you tip on the tax?
I don't know. I just always done it.
Me too.
Me too.
And now just the absurdities just jumped out at me. What the hell am I thinking?
I had never even thought about it until you just brought it up, and I was like, I'm never going to tip on the tax anymore, ever. Why do that?
I bet I get assassinated by a food service person tonight.
You go ahead and...
Thanks, Tanya.
You go out and have a nice little meal somewhere.
You know what? I'll just tip 25% on retail. I'll bump it up.
That's what I do.
Oh, now all the phone lines light up. It's going to be a bunch of... I hear somebody. Is she a waitress? Well, of course she is. What is it?
Hello.
I ain't tipping on the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Well, you should, because we only make $2 an hour.
I don't care what you make. It's not my fault that the fork in the road took you down to Crapsville.
Damn.
Screw it. Let's just break.
We'll be back with the Russ Martin Show.
news at all?
Nope. No, we didn't.
Oh, I never got around to the Trey song.
No.
Did you get me the MIDI file? I was just in such a good mood today knowing that he was gone.
Don't be that way.
Where is it? The bottom one. Here? Yes.
You won't speak to him, so I need to. What do I say?
Nothing to say.
Well, at last he knew he was on suspension.
He is on suspension.
Permanently? Till Monday, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I haven't decided.
Okay. When you finally know, let me know.
Tell him we'll let him know when something changes.
Okay.
If he finds that he has to go get other employment in the interim, assuming there is an interim, then we certainly understand.
Okay.
In the meantime, tell him to pound out a brother.
No.
You start news and I'll cue this up. We'll try again. 6:38. J.D. Ryan's on Live 105.3.
Thank you, Russ. Dana Model Leasing is one of our sponsors. Eddie there at 11:30 to 1:30 tomorrow. And the Secret Bar and Sports Club, I'll be there tomorrow night, 10 to 12 all over Greenville. The leading winds of Hurricane Isabel went through the nation's capital today, knocking down trees, shutting off power, closing much of the federal government. Capitol monuments, offices, and subway tunnels all abandoned as they braced for the big storm. Just before nightfall, winds were gusting up to 55 miles an hour, and all the schools were closed. We're having our own little heavy rains problem. Heavy rains have caused traffic problems all across Dallas-Fort Worth today, including shutting down LBJ Freeway at Highway 75 because of severe flooding. Officials closed the eastbound lanes of 635 LBJ at the intersection of 75. That includes the HOV lane, so that's just a mess. Ongoing construction is to blame for the reason it's flooding. Westbound lanes of LBJ were open, but they were very sluggish. High water elsewhere did close down Forest Lane, where several cars went through some high water. Don't go through high water. People do it all the time. I watched a hurricane today. I'm watching in the middle of a hurricane. A guy's driving and he gets surprised when he gets knocked off the road.
Let him go. Just let him do it. That's just like looking at somebody and saying, don't be stupid.
I guess.
They're going to do it anyway. They can't help it. That's why they're stupid.
I guess.
You don't have to tell stupid people, don't drive through high water. You don't have to tell stupid people how to produce a show and maybe check with a guest before they walk into the studio so they know what the hell that they're supposed to do.
See.
That's why everything is run so smoothly this week. There ain't nobody here to screw it up. That's why I've been so happy.
Okay.
Well, I fixed my big mistake. His nipples were opaque. A guy who eats his mommy's Salisbury steak, he go bye-bye.
Oh, Jesus. Stop.
What?
Nothing.
Now I got to start again.
I apologize. My bad for breaking the rhythm.
Well, I fixed my big mistake. His nipples were opaque. A guy who eats his mama's Salisbury steak, he'd go bye-bye. You know, it makes me feel good. Well, I fixed my big mistake. Now my ass does not ache. No more stupid, moronic, inane, retardo, jackass questions. And no vampire shadows. Whiskey washes all my hairs away. I wake up and I ain't got Trey. I fixed my big mistake. Yeah, I fixed my big mistake. I fixed my big mistake. Give Mom some garden snake. Well, I can't finish it now because I got to start the whole thing over. You get the idea.
Yeah. Is there more?
Yeah, I just like the hook line.
Oh, okay.
Sing it with me. Here it comes. Whiskey washes all my cares away. I wake up and I ain't got trail. Thank you.
Okay. What? Want me to continue with the news or wrap it up?
Nah, we just came out of a break.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let the festival continue.
Festival. All right.
Hang on. I wake up and I ain't got trail. All right, I'm done.
Okie dokie.
All right. See? Been a lovely week. Has nobody been hurrah?
Kicked off the fall festival.
Festival continues.
All right.
First day of the big rating book.
That's it.
Go ahead.
Metham High School football team in Belmore, New York. They were at big summer football camp in Pennsylvania where 60 members of the varsity and JV teams slept in cabins together. Sounds harmless enough. But 3 of the varsity players repeatedly assaulted their younger teammates with pine cones, broomsticks, and golf balls. The 3 gay, apparently, abusers and 3 victims, none of which who told their coach anything about the attacks. In fact, the victims were afraid to mention the sodomy at all until one of them told their parents, and that was after he had some bleeding of the rectum for several days. These guys have been suspended, and there's a big ongoing brouhaha. Gift bags given to the presenters at this year's Emmy ceremonies are worth $30,000, according to the organizers. The bags, described by the TV Academy as a generous thank you, will be distributed to presenters during the Emmy rehearsals the day before Sunday's ceremony on Fox. And among the gifts provided this year, a private dinner party, resort and spa visits, a portable DVD player, chocolate, a year worth of cosmetics, a watch, a cellular phone, and a mattress. The 55th annual Primetime Emmy Awards will be on Fox once again. Mm-hmm. Researchers from the Mayo Clinic say that compared to 30 years ago, boys are suffering 32% more broken bones, and broken bones for girls have gone up 56%. A doctor from the Mayo Clinic says he finds it hard to believe that the breaks are because kids are more active than they were 30 years ago. He says it's more likely they've had diet and they don't have enough calcium.
They're eating too much crap. Nobody gives a rat's ass.
Yeah. That's just odd.
Why is it odd?
It's just
because, they're not drinking milk.
Because kids aren't more active. They're not out doing stuff. We got video games. They're sitting on their asses and they're breaking more bones.
Well, but look at school. Now you can go in instead of getting the crap that they get. You know what? I actually like that. I always like the school lunches.
I do too.
Especially the rolls.
Rolls, yeah.
That's everything that everybody remembers from high school.
That smell.
How come nobody else makes rolls like that?
I don't know. You can't get them. I don't know what the secret was.
I even got used to the protein patties, whatever the hell they're called. Soybean,
yeah.
Soybean burgers. I got used to those. I think that's why I like the Boca burgers, because that's what they're made out of.
Mm-hmm.
But they got all this other stuff, and they're not eating the crap they're supposed to. So they're breaking bones. And then they go home and sit around on their fat asses.
It's true.
Then they pound their mamas and make burgers.
No, they don't. No, they don't. According to Cosmo magazine, my last story here, there are 4 things.
Do you subscribe to this, or somebody send you these?
They send me Cosmo, and You Get Men's Health, and I go through all of them. There's just surveys and questions and interesting stuff.
All right, what's in the Cosmo thing?
Your very first night, the very first time you have sex, try not to overdo it, ladies. Listen up, this is for the ladies. Don't overdo the mushy crap. Dimmed lights in your CD's fine. Everything else is too much. No flower petals, no candles, no incense. That'll scare him away. Complicated clothes and makeup. Don't do that. Man thinks lingerie is cool, but if it's got too many snaps, buttons, zippers, etc.
I like something that pulls up over their head. Or pulls straight down.
Straight up or straight down. It gets complicated and it's unnecessary. 2 more.
I like a really nice teddy, though.
I do, too. Yeah.
Last chick I was long-term. Well, not long-term. It was a year. Mm-hmm.
She had a nice little black teddy. It was just and I'm not big into sexy underwear, but she came out in it. I think I tore it.
Tore it off of her?
Well, I was trying to get to that poo.
Yeah, I know you were. I know.
Yeah, that's right, because she got pissed. We had to go back and buy her some more. Wasn't Victoria's Secret. What's that other place that sells it?
Frederick's?
Frederick's, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I like that.
They're a little nastier.
Frederick's is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Victoria's Secret's kind of, they don't have the real little nasty crotchless stuff, and you'll find that at Frederick's.
Huh. Yeah. Well, that's what she should have got. I wouldn't have had to tear it.
You wouldn't. Don't talk too much once the act of passion is
Don't talk at all.
Shut up.
Don't talk at all.
The only noises escaping from your lips should be appropriate groans and grunts.
Yeah, and while you're sitting on top, don't throw things out like, oh, eat my nasty.
I know.
Nobody likes to hear that.
No.
I especially don't like to hear that it's nasty.
I know. She thought she was being sexy. L.A.
And then I watch one of her porns, and she says that there. So maybe this porn stuff ain't acting. Obviously, you're into it.
Ooh, I never thought of that.
Because that's one of the phrases that she uses when she's having sex, and then that comes out when she and I were in bed together.
Right.
And then it's in a movie. And don't tell me it's nasty.
She was saying nasty like she says wicked. That's just it's a positive to her.
Well, you know what? Why would it work there?
I don't know. Because, I can't watch videos where the chick's talking.
That's not like, I would go into a restaurant and the waiter comes up and goes, hey, eat our nasty meat. Does that make you want it?
No.
It doesn't sound tasty, does it? So why would I want to stick my in it?
I don't know.
Thank you.
And finally, speaking of that, don't divulge your kinky side. At some point, it'll be cool to reveal all your little fantasies. Opening night is not for this. It wants to be simple. Get in, get out, shut up.
Yes.
There's news and information brought to us by the Secret Bar and Sports Pub. I'll be there tomorrow night, Lower Greensville, giving away Southwest Airlines tickets. And tomorrow during the day, Eddie will be at D&M Auto Leasing, the one on Beltwood in Addison. Quizno Food, more. We'll see you there. I'm J.D. Ryan, live on 105.3, the talk that rocks Texas.
With the Russ Martin Show.
I don't care.
No, you don't care. That's obvious. I just know if you guys were singing and dancing after I left, that would hurt my feelings. I'll sing around, I'm glad JD's gone. He was such a big head flung or whatever. You know?
A big head schlong?
Yeah, whatever. If my friends were singing and dancing, then I was going to hurt my feelings.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just the way I feel.
I understand.
Plus, why is he listening to the show? If I got fired from some place or I was in trouble, I wouldn't. If it was a restaurant, I wouldn't go in there and eat.
I know. He just misses it. Wants to stay up.
Well, I don't think the show's ever going to be what he wants.
Okay.
I really don't.
Okay.
I'm not being callous. I'm sure he doesn't like all the jokes. I'm sure he doesn't like all the family things, all the other stuff. I'm sure he doesn't like that. But I can't help it. If I think it, I'm going to say it.
I know.
And the more he doesn't like it, the funnier it makes it.
I realize that, too.
So I can't do anything about it.
I know. Been to McNeil.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can ever find McNeil, I've been to him.
I know.
You seen him today?
Door's been closed all day.
You seen him, Dan? No?
I got an email here about Trey.
About him or from him?
No, about him.
Oh.
From a listener. How can you have someone work for you, be your friend, which he was, and then turn on them and say all the ugly things you have about Trey? Are you really that shallow of a person?
Yes.
I find it hard to believe.
Yes. No, believe it. Believe it.
He was your buddy. You guys were running partners for the longest time.
And you know what? I'm sure one day that'll happen again.
You and Trey?
Perhaps. Okay. We get past this, or if we don't get past this. I don't know. I can't control the way I feel.
I understand.
And I gave him the chance to get out of trouble.
You did. I will give you that. You didn't just.
He didn't even wait around to see if we were really going to ram things in his butt.
He didn't. Any other show, as we've said before,
would have popped him on the spot the day that it happened.
Wouldn't have. Chapman, like I said before, your feet wouldn't have touched the carpet.
God, I'd love to see Chapman pissed.
I saw him throw a cart machine halfway down the hall once.
One of these great big ones?
Yes. Ripped it out of the thing, opened it, and Jody went for the door because I think he thought he was going to throw it through the glass. Just Jody pulls the door and it goes, boom, 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 and just tumbles down the hall. Because
those cart machines are heavy.
It locked up in the middle of one of his bits. He can maintain his composure.
Oh, he didn't do this on the air?
Oh, no.
Why not?
Because that's not his style. That wasn't his image.
But that's the great thing about having your fit on the air. It's a self-correcting thing.
Yeah.
How would this have played? Think about this really quick, and then we'll go. Mm-hmm. How would this have played when Tommy Young West came in? Mm-hmm. She's going to sing back up when I'm doing the sermon. Okay? If this wasn't one of those shows where you could just stop and go, hey, what's wrong? Mm-hmm. What would we have done?
You would have had to go ahead and done your sermon probably, and she wouldn't have been singing background with you, or maybe she would have. I don't know. You're right. If you tried to maintain your composure, it would have not been good. Did we ever get that sermon? The 9/11 sermon?
No.
Do it. Do it tomorrow.
I don't even know if I kept it. Hold on, let me look at my notes.
I'm sure it was good.
It was all right. It's a big mistake. It's a big mistake. Yes, I did.
Tomorrow?
Maybe. I don't know. This is one of those moment things. It kind of has to happen. It had to happen on 9/11 because at that point, some of the emotions had come back up because we looked at all the videos and you get a little bit of the sense that the solidarity that we had back on 9/11 of 2001. You got that feeling. Mm-hmm. Now it's kind of petered out again. So this doesn't carry the same thing. It just doesn't.
Okay. If you get in the mood, just keep it just in case you get in the mood. Yeah. The mood hits you tomorrow.
I just remember back September 11th of 2001. Mm-hmm. It was just it was a short time, but it was a really cool time just to drive around. And you see the flags, and you can look at somebody at a stoplight, and you had that bond. Mm-hmm. You knew you hated them just because they were another idiot on the road. Right. But there was a bond because we were both Americans, and we have the freedom to hate each other. And you see a fire truck go by with one of those great big flags waving from the back. And if somebody would say, God bless America, it meant something. Now it's back to just a phrase from a song. It is. I'd like to say it's, the other way all the time.
Okay. I've got a couple.
And nobody on my street on September 11th, not even me because mine broke off in the rain, put their flags up. Not one. What did that tell you?
There were several in my apartment complex, including mine, which is still there today. I've had to replace it, actually. It became tattered. I've got a couple of emails I will read tomorrow to possibly get you in the mood.
Regarding?
They were from 2 police officers regarding the 9/11 show. And I'll read them tomorrow. I don't want to read them. It's too late in the show. And it might get you in the mood. That's not a tease. I got them in...
Are they kiss ass?
No. One of them is actually extremely touching. I almost teared.
That's because you are a great big monkey puss.
That's true. It's true. I wish I could say I'm not, but I am.
All right, you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. Now, hang on, I'll take this. Is it Tobias? Yeah. Your phone's cracked out. Call me back on another line. Go ahead and do the plug.
Okay. Dr. Natasha was with us today. Her websites are betterlovelife.com. I'm having a monkey...
That's the one. That's got all our websites on.
Okay. I'm having a monkeybaby.com. There we go. For more information about the Russ Martin Show, to email us individually, go to russmartin.com. Oh, I forgot also Larry North was with us today. LarryNorth.com. What else we got? Any information, any questions you ever have about the show, everything always is at russmartin.info. Instant email during the show, studio at russmartin.com. Other sites are johndavidryan.com, eddieBoyd.com, danantassos.com, and GailLightfoot.com. And everything else is at live1053.com.
All right, that guy didn't get back through. What it said on the subject line in here was, he thinks Trey's sitting in the office, and this whole thing is a bit.
Good for him.
I will tell you now, as I swear on my dog, and I swear to Jesus Christ, this is not a bit. I haven't been this pissed off in years.
You wouldn't do that to your 9/11 show for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this whole thing started on Thursday of last week. I'm not going to screw up a 9/11 thing for a bit. Nice try, though. I like the guys that come out and they go, I know exactly what you're doing.
Well, you've told them before, don't believe anything. I know you say a lot of things.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.